I thought I had it figured out, believed in us, we were meant to be, no doubt. A teenage love, everybody else could see the way we were, living in a fantasy. But when I kiss her, I don't know where we're going, I don't know at all. I don't know how we're going, I'll be moving on, I'll be moving on, gotta let it go, living on my own, making me strong, now I wanna show, I can hold my own, see how much I've grown, better off alone, baby, I don't live it all alone. So sorry for the heartache and saying goodbye, for wasting your time, for wasting your time. I don't know how we're going, I'll be moving on, I'll be moving on, gotta let it go, living on my own, making me strong, now I wanna show, I can hold my own, see how much I've grown, better off alone, baby, I don't live it all alone.
I'll be staying outside, yeah, so I don't think about life, yeah. Can you send me a light, 'cause I can't take it, I can't take it. You got me feeling alright, yeah, every day by your side, yeah. Can you send me a light, 'cause I can't take it, I can't take it. I don't wanna think about it every day. You know that you kinda wanna feel the same way. So much time you just had to pretend. I've been so lost, I just wanna run away. Run away, run away right now. I gotta go, I'm wasting my attention. You've been on my mind, I could touch the sky. Starlights, I'll be running up in time, trying to think about you all the time. I don't really need to apologize, I know I I'll be staying outside, yeah, so I don't think about life, yeah. Can you send me a light? can't take it.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful day. Boys, how y'all doing tonight? Welcome back, welcome back. Hope everybody's having a good one. Oh my goodness, dude, the mustache just does not want to play. It looked fine earlier right after I got out of the shower, but I guess as it dried off, it just got like a little bit of weird shape to it. Honestly, I gotta do a better job of prepping for stuff like this. But I woke up super late because last night was a late night. So here I am, barely awake, but ready for the 5V5 1v1 DUELS. Boys, we got ourselves the group over on the NA. Finally get the chance to play. We also got a big refresher for the what's it called? The trading post. So get your goodies while they're up, boys. These look real good, by the way. I only got to do the preview on them. I haven't actually got to like try them and get them myself. I want to spend, I guess, tomorrow or tonight maybe getting them. What's up, my boy? Hope you're having a good one. Yo, groups are gonna be listed in just a moment over for the LFG over in the Raids Legacy section, I think it is. So I'll see you guys there in just a moment. Chicago already there? 5-bid? Yo, Chicago, looking for more? All right, hold on a second. Wait, you write to me at... When did you write to me invite? At 11:36 in the morning? I don't think I was even on for 11:36 in the morning. Was I? Hold on. Huh? 11:36 a.m. Unless it's like... Unless my BNet is just bugging out. Which may be the case, honestly. For the Horde, what's up, boys? How you doing, man? What's on? Hope you having a good one. Pedro Braga, how you boys all doing? Welcome back, welcome back. We got ourselves more duels this evening. This time with the team over on the NA. EU had a chance last night. A lot of them got a chance to play their games out. Hopefully they had their fun, but now it's time for my NA boys to get some games in instead. 10.15 coming out soon, by the way. I'm actually super excited for it, man. Super excited. I'm gearing my evoker as best as I can. I've actually gotten... I need to make myself some crafted pieces. And if I can do a couple of crafted pieces, then I think we'll be good to go. Let me see. Listed. Beautiful. So the groups are listed. If you guys want to join, more than welcome to. I'll be scouring through my BNet here in just a moment. But yeah, if you guys want to join up, more than welcome to. Yo, Blood, easy, my guy. How you doing, my man? Hope you're doing good. Subros, even though they got nerfed this week, like, it doesn't even do anything, honestly. Like, they've gotten nerfed, but, like, it really does nothing. Actually does nothing. It's a little, like, on one hand, it's good as a sub-rogue, because it's like, you still get plenty of damage, plenty of burst, you still get yourself the big go, and you also got the intensely good survivability in arenas. But I feel like for duels, just that survivability is maybe, to some degree, I would even say a little bit disruptive. Honestly, I think Subtle just should get just a little bit more sustained, should have a lot more focus on eviscerates, and just be like squishy like the other rogue specs. But like, I'm fine with them having damage, but then being kind of squishy. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a nice little flip over. You know, and if you can maybe bypass the rogue's goes a couple of times, you could turn around to stun them, slam them, then it'd be like, well, that's the same gameplay that every other spec has to play around. But that Vanish, I feel like, just changes things so much. And I think what the Vanish does is what Seavark said, and a couple others did, so it's not just him, but it makes it seem like the rogue can never be punished. And it's like, kinda agree with that, actually. Like, as a rogue main, I feel like I shouldn't, right? I should be like, no, dude, rogues are fine, leave them alone, but leave my homies alone. But it's like, yeah, I can see what you mean. Like, a rogue could open up, scub their opener, get countered, a couple of vanishes in, they're basically back to reset, dude, back to standard, and they can go again. It's a little weird. Plus, rogues have always been masters of escape, and that Vanish thing just makes it so much easier. It is ridiculous. I do wonder if they'll hit it. I think for PvE standard, that talent must be there, because for PvE going into the Rotten is a bit of a weird play. Like, you wouldn't really do it in raids and dungeons right now compared to the other traits. So the advantage for cooldown reduction is actually quite lucrative. It's just, I think in PvP, it's a little bit like, to some degree, can be too lucrative. But I think if they were to like change it, not nerf it specifically, but change it, I think they could also buff the rogue back up a little bit. I think it'd be kind of cool. You have a rogue take a spec kick W, just kidding. I mean, honestly, don't they already have one? Feels like they already got one, right? Let's see, who else can I invite here to help fill out the group? Acid is a PvE, Andy. ASAP, I keep asking ASAP, dude, every week if he wants to join, and every time he's doing something PvE related, man. Do I just invite him? Do I just ask anyway? Maybe? Or nah? Conan is here. Baptist, he's doing Dragon Soul. I want to see if he wants to join. Hey, Fellman. Wanna join 5V5 1v1 DUELS, fam? Also, where's this one mage that hangs out here all the time? He's been on Rogue recently. I forget. I'm really bad with names. Lost something, I think it is. Lost something. I forget them. Chech is already in here. Flozy is a PvE guy. Garaber? Hold on a second. Hey, Gara. Wanna join? Oh god. Wanna join? Let's see. 5V5 1v1 DUELS, bud. Huh. Interesting. Let's see. You know what? I'll ask ASAP. Hey, ASAP. Wanna join some 5V5 1v1 DUELS, friend? Garber says yes. Okay, we got Gara in here. Bit rusty, but I don't care. Sounds good, my guy. Awesome. I'm sure after a few games, rust just falls off. Yeah. So Gara, I'll join me finish this. Okay. Yeah, let him get this Dragon Soul out of the way. What can you get from Dragon Soul as a Demon Hunter anyway? Fate is a PvE, Andy. I don't remember actually. Landis? Ooh. Let me see. Hey, Dabo, Jack there, Landis. Want to join 5V5 1v1 DUELS after that, BG? By chance, my guy. Nando, I keep asking Nando if he wants to join in, man. I keep asking Nando and he just like kind of stonewalls me. I don't know what to say. Like, is it just, should I just stop asking him that? I always feel like I should just stop asking. Hey, none given. Wanna join some 5V5 1v1 DUELS tonight, friend? Landis says no thanks. Okay, friend. Where's Seawork, by the way? Is he still doing this stuff? Pegasus literally started a level 1 character, I guess. Who is Pegasus in reality? I usually have like a note with some of you guys just to help me remember who's who. What time? Currently putting some groups together right now. Been level limit 2 alts, so I'm gonna go back soon to SP Shady and Yubumi. Yo, if you're gonna be doing any kind of leveling, just wait until this Sunday, until tomorrow, at least for NA. Or I guess what is it, Sundays on EU as well, if you guys are EU. But Sunday they start the Darkmoon Fair. You have the Darkmoon Fair overlapping with the new buff together with the Midsummer Festival, which when you light the bonfires for Midsummer Festival, they give you 10% additional XP for slaying monsters, not for quests, but only for slaying monsters. So you can combine a like a questing area, right? Light the torch. So you would, I guess you would put a Hearthstone in the whatever area you want to level in, right? I would do a fresh area just so you can stay there for like an hour, just doing quests and killing mobs and all that. So I would put a Hearthstone, go to Darkmoon Fair, ride the carousel, hard back over to where you're questing, light a torch that's nearby, and then just scour the whole place for as much XP as you can. Maybe even in war mode in some cases. Like if you do Shadow Moon Valley in the Warlord's general area, there's very little reason for like Horde to be there. Same thing for Frostfire Ridge for Alliance to be there. So you could just go there, turn on war mode, and just get like a ridiculous amount of XP from the quests that you're doing, like completing back to back. Probably just grind through levels for like a whole hour. Maybe get a lot of value out of it. At least at the lower levels until like level 16. And then you could activate the, what's it called? Time walking dungeons, because those were insanely good for leveling. Just got in the key. Okay, friend. Is I'm ready? Send invite. Sounds good. So we need Uno mods for this group, and then we should be good to go afterwards. And then we need a second group built as well. I could also ask Nick, Trickster, my mans, hey, my guy, wanna join them duels again? Bring a few homies with ya. Let's see if oh, Tickle. Oh, he's raiding right now. We could ask Tickle if he wants to join in. I'm sure he'd love to join in as a shaman. They're doing really good right now. Twister, that's another guy I can ask as well. Hey, Twister. Hey, Twister. Also, chat, when I do this, does my mic make some weird noises? Okay, it does make some kind of noise. I'm not sure exactly what it is. For some reason, my wire for my microphone is a little bit like stretched out further, and I keep hitting it with my hand. And I kept doing my recording last night, and I was like, just keep hitting it over and over. And then I noticed it was making like that kind of a sound every time I did it, but like a quieter version. But it still annoyed me. So I was wondering if you guys hear anything. It looks like OBS you do. Yeah, you guys do. You guys definitely hear something. I'm not sure what it sounds like. What's up, Dal? What's up, Jake? How do my man? Mythic Race on set. Let's go. Wait, the full set? Head to toe? Let me see that thing. I'll see you wanna come. Yo, let's go. Yeah, my man Trickster in here. Beautiful. What is this guy spamming? Hold on a second. What a ACYO. What's up, my guy? Hey. Okay. Hold on, let me do this. Okay, this group is filled, working on getting the other group up and running. Should take a minute or two. Hang tight, boys. Stay. Who am I gonna make it lead? I guess I'll make Ghost lead. Also, you changed the rogues into Ghost now? What? Okay. Okay. Let me do this. I'll make it lead just because I have you at it already, yeah? Let me make the second one real quickly. You should have Crom. Wait, no. You should have red Crom. Oh, did I? What did Crom say? I have no idea. I have no clue. Alrighty, let's get this up and running. I got 2 rogues. Yo, send them my way. LMG. Raids legacy thing. There we go. Let's go to legacy at type in number 5. That'll work too, yeah? Give rogues a tank spec. Honestly, dude, get survival hunter tank spec. Give rogues an evoke augmentation spec, man. I have 2 rogues. Oh, okay. That makes sense. But I tried that once, but doing same gearing on 2 rogues is kind of boring for me. Yeah, I remember having 2 rogues at some point, but yeah, the gearing of the same character in the same style, in the same way, same everything was a little like, oh, whatever. But what the? Oh, Conan, that's who you were. That's why you were here. I didn't realize that was you out here. I saw a random guy pop off. Just go AO, whatever. I didn't realize that was you. I'm so sorry. I had no idea. What? That guy likes your name, Conan. Bro, I take that as a compliment. They eating it, they wouldn't be more like you. You know what I mean? Let's see if Nick wants to join in. Hey, fam, wanna join on them duels? None given. Did I ask none given already? I don't think I have. Does none given want to join? Oh, have I? I don't think I have. Okay. So Nick can do it. Q&3's all good, my guy. All good, my guy. But yo, let me also get the. Let me ask none given if he wants to join some while he's on. Hey, none wanna join some 5V5 1v1 DUELS, friend? Let me also find the copy paste thing that I do. The copy pasta. For the duels, how to join in. You guys are motherfucker to join in, by the way. Where is it? There we go. Found it. Beautiful. There we are. Run back for God. Oh, good, oh, good, oh, good. Dude, run back is brutal. I really do think. I know that they did the run back to make sure that there's a bit of like a harder way, more difficult. There's some difficulty, I guess, to just attacking the other faction house or whatever. Either one, bud. Whatever you're feeling for the night, or do both. A bit on one and a bit on the other. We do these for a good bit of the night. Let's go with that. Who else can I invite, man? Who else can I could get Chicago. Chicago's in Tiger Speak. Are you just getting like some solo queues or just like normal arena queues? But we gotta get Chicago in here if they're ever done with their arena queues. Garabar got in the other team. Speed? Speed. Is that EU? I guess he is EU. I haven't seen that man in a while now. You know what? I'll ask Nando. Hey, Nando. Oh, hey, Kevin. How you doing, my guy? Welcome. We're hosting some 5V5 1v1 duels in case you wanted to join. I'm just gonna let him know, hey, we host some duels. Not saying, hey, we do want to join duels. Just like let him choose. You know what I mean? Let him decide. Pegasus? So that's the guy that's leveling in Night Elf. I could maybe like ask him, I guess. Let me ask him anyway. Hey, Pegasus. We hosting. Good spell. Some 5V5 1v1 duels tonight. In case you wanted to join some. Let's see, ASAP, we could get ASAP in here. Beautiful, ASAP joining back in. I miss ASAP Turk, man. That's a name I haven't seen in a good while, but I'm loving it. Oh yeah, that set looks so good, man, to go to a torrent. Dude, it's a good looking set, the whole purple thing. Oh yeah. And you get the weapon with it? Dude, it looks great. Hell yeah. It looks so good, Jake. I definitely gotta get myself the full set as well. So we got 2, we need 3 more. What else could I pester? I think I pestered everybody, right? At least it's on reality. Is there anybody that I could pester that's on Classic right now? Unique Foxy? Is Foxy NA or is Foxy EU? I don't remember. Well, let's see who's on Classic that I could maybe like ask. Rika? I could probably ask Rika. I know that they are NA. Are they NA? I think they're NA. Yeah, I'll ask anyway. Hey, Rika, we are hosting some duels tonight in case you wanted to join. Smiley face. Are Shadow Priests allowed to soul swap? We usually have them not run it since Priest has a lot of self heal ATM. But when they are bad in duels, we allow it at times. Mashy? I'm fine with the Mashy. Mashy the Smashy. I would, but I happy to be girl on time. Okay, sounds good, friend. Okay, sounds good, friend. We need 2 more? I was gonna say uno más, but no, I think we do need 2 more in order to get the group up and running. So 2. Did we have somebody in here earlier, like another rogue? I think we had somebody, and they maybe swapped over that other build. We picked up a Paladin, unless it's the same person. So we still do need 2 more and we'll be good to go. I want the LFR set though. Dude, LFR set does actually look so good. The rogue one looks good too. Like the rogue LFR set is actually worth picking up. Tigers, let's go. We also gotta get that one warrior from last week over an A. Jay, I think it was. But Jay had a big one shot. I want to see it again. Also, Errorless. If you have, dude, is your Boomkin friend Sakura or the? I guess it's the same person. I was gonna see the evoker, but that's the same guy. Is the Sakura person around by chance? I'd love to watch them duel. I'd love to see them compete because they were nutty last week, dude. They were absolutely popping off, and I feel like we need more of that caster representation. I do not know Sakura. I think it was maybe the Nick that knew Sakura then. That might have been Sensei then. Okay, that would do it then. Maybe I could ask. Maybe that's what Sensei Q's arenas with actually. I could be like, yo, Sakura, do you want to run to duels? Yeah. That makes sense actually. A full LFR rogue set. I just got a QLFR, man. But I got a QLFR like every single week in order to get it. And I just don't have the time in the days, man. Unless maybe like, I could maybe do LFR and QLFR and a rogue just to like carry people for the trading post stuff. If there's like any reason to do that on trading post, I'd totally do it then. I think that'd be cool. But that's a cool looking rogue set. It's like a full ivory look. It looks great. It looks so good. I really wish like once you killed the boss of Mythic, you got like access to all the other sets though. You know what I mean? Like if you reach a certain high rating, like maybe 3K in M+, kill a final boss on Mythic or whatever. Or reach, I don't know, just maybe like just Hero Mythic, 2400 Gladiator or whatever, right? Elite. Or kill the boss, you also got the appearances for all the other ones, right? At that point, you're like, you did the hardest content. Or maybe like, yeah, I just wish it was like a way to get it through like some kind of like a big achievement. You do something really, really badass and well, and you get like all the other looks. I think that'd be fantastic. Is Spart around? Because I could always ask Spart. He never says yes anymore. But, do I have the body count maybe? Because I need on Moss. Body count, has been a while since we had him here. Chicago? Hey, friend. Wait. Who's whispering me? Kevin? Have a fifth that can make me lead second invite? You should be able to... Okay, hold on, let me do this. Turn it into a raid. Should be able to suggest. Here we go. If we put it in raid, then we can invite more people, and we got a fifth, and we're good to go. Beautiful. We actually got quite a bit of pallies here, huh? We got 2 pallets, warrior, and a priest eagle. And I wonder what Kevin is going to suggest to him if he is still there. Also, if we see my man Sirok in here, we gotta get him in here, dude. We gotta get my boy in here whenever possible. Even though I have both Alliance and Horde characters, only found the other day the Horde and Alliance have different PvP sets. Yeah, there's like, is the Conquest... Wait, no. Hold on a second. No, the Conquest set should be like about the same, and the Honor set should be about the same, right? I think they changed. I think the Honor... No, all of them should be the same. Oh, am I wrong about that? I know that older sets were different, like the colors for older sets in previous expansions were different, but I don't think they've done that in a bit now. I think that, or did they? Okay, maybe I'm confused, man. Quick look at my Horde Demon Hunter to see if it's different. Yeah, because I think there's now, I think the changes, so now there's like an LFR recolor, normal, heroic, mythic, base conquest, and elite conquest. And I think that's all they got for recolors now. They used to do that before. It is what they used to do. Like back during Pandaria, for example, Horde base PvP colors were more redder, while Alliance had more of a blue tint to it. And then you had the elite that was like a completely different color, like a purple or something, or green or something like that. And then at some point they were like, new season, we don't want to switch the looks of the game, so we'll just switch the red and blue and swap them over. I was like, what? Okay, I guess it works. But they used to do that way back in the other expansions though. That is something they used to do. Sam Shot? We can get Sam Shot in here, right? Or what, Kevin? Did it work? I have a hunter that would like to join. Is that the guy? Feel free to suggest them. Hell yeah. Unless it's the guy. If it's Sam Shot, I'll just invite him right now. We'll be good to go. That's him? Awesome, awesome. Cool. We got a group. I think I'll make, I guess, Kevin lead. Kevin, I have you added, right? I'll take an invite. Is that your Malachi? Sam Shot? Or... Where are you? Can't even see ya. You Shad Hunt. Okay, we can swap you in when we got a spot. How does that sound? Kevin, tell me I have you added. Hey, Kevin Landers. That should work, right? Hold on, is there spaces? There's no spaces. Okay, cool. Okay, group is ready. Oh, Errorless, let me know if you're ready. If you got everybody in the group, if you still got a 5, or do we need to swap somebody out? Do you need my help to invite, or any of that stuff? Let me know. Already gonna queue us up. You up in a bit. Here we go. Beautiful. And I guess I make Kevin lead, just because Kevin is a homie. Good. Ready? Hi. Hi, how's it going? Stickman on left field, man. I like it. I love that about rogues, man. I love that about rogues. Like, how can you hate a rogue, man? I mean, I know exactly how, but I mean, like, how do you know what I mean? Alright, let's see if I can get this going. Dude, spectator match. It's there's no other class that does stuff like this, dude. And I hope they keep doing stuff like this going forward, honestly. Like cool, stealthy, kidnap somebody in the world of shadows ability for rogue. Like there's just, I like the whole shadow aesthetic they add for subtlety. Like almost like a ninja-esque aesthetic. I really think they should just go all the way with it at some point, because I think stuff like that would be awesome to see. But that's me. How could you hate rogues? I mean, I say that out loud and I was like, oh yeah, wait, there's actually a couple. I can list like 10 reasons why people would hate rogues. Never mind. I forget myself. I forget my place. I forget the class that I play. Class that's been infamously the most hated class in all of World of Warcraft. Dude, if you were to kill off rogues, just delete them from the game, no one would shed eye except for rogues. In fact, most people would celebrate. Nothing of value would be lost. That's the problem. I kind of blame all the rogues that came before me. Those rogues ganking people in Stranglethorn, people ganking anybody questing in TBC areas, dudes dropping on top of dudes with killing spree mid-air, killing them off mount, right? They've built up that infamy and I gotta live in it now. My god, dude. Switch. There we go. We got ourselves Big Fellman gonna be up first. Over for the Team 1 Blood Dagger joining that team with a bunch of other melee. We got Conan, we got Garber making a big return. We got ourselves Ghost in here as well with Fellman trying to see if he can find himself an angle versus Sam Shot. Gonna be first up. That's a Beast Mastery Hunter. Looks like undead. I don't see an undead hunters all that often, only like one way back in the day. Good open, actually no, not BM. Marksman instead. Big Death Shotgun, mad damage. Oh, knockback does establish the karma as Monfeld does himself at least a setup. Death Shotgun is ripping right through him into the skill trap for a second, waiting out for that karma, trying to go for another rapid fire. Does he have the damage? Needs a couple of kill shots, goes in for exhilaration. Gonna be a steady shots to follow, trying to stay as mobile and still casting, doing as much damage as possible for Saphiri. Locking him down for the second, goes in for a turtle shell just to go for a little bit of recovery as the monk is able to close that gap and put some pressure into the hunter. But the hunter should be hopefully okay here. Monfeld does have himself the should have himself a trinket for any kind of CC. Try to go for a bit of an explosive shot. Out in the open, it's going to be a poison coursing through his veins. Big aim shot from a distance. Does establish quite a bit of pressure. Mad output. Big execute maybe. Does he have enough damage for the execute? Going for another aim shot. Needs to get himself a little bit of CC. Scatter shot. Goes for a trinket. Freeze the trap to stop him in place. Does he have enough death shock? Oh! And that's going to be the warrior. Garber not giving the man a chance. It's going to run in, slam him down, take him out of the game, with Mashy gonna be up next. Hoping the will be turned into absolute mashed potatoes by my man Garber. That's a furious warrior right here, charging in with the defense stance off the bat. Mashy playing the crusade, so he's playing for the big burst goes. Disarm by Garber, trying to see if he can maximize some pressure right now. Shield defense pretty early on, leaping away, decided, you know what, I need to back away, may need to go for some healing fear. Mashy goes in for a trick and immediately Garber bails out of that CC as soon as possible, goes in for a bit of survivability, trying to put some pressure into Mashy. Perfect opportunity for you to potentially get a bubble out of the guy. Blind by the Paladin, has a lot of damage available, is gonna go for a bubble. Defense stance for Garber, just needs to survive this damage a little bit here. Does he get to Mashy? Ramped up a full entire crusade wings, but looks like they're falling off as the wake of matches comes back up. So the man got no offensive pressure right now. Perfect opportunity for Garber to maybe make a play. He's gonna take the CC. Nothing he can do about it. Got plenty of self-healing as a Fury Warrior normally does. Got himself plenty of resources coming back as well. As long as he doesn't have to fight into Paladin with full wings blaring as bright as the sun itself, the man should be A-okay. Should be able to survive just about any bit of onslaught, especially while dampening hasn't really ramped up just yet. As Mash is trying to find himself a much better angle versus the Paladin, trying to see if he can get himself a little bit of self-survivability, trying to go for recovery. Garber with a reflect really early on, unable to go for a reflect against a Hodge, but that's going for Stormbolt. Potentially maybe big damage. Wall by Mashy with a shield defenders to follow. Rotating those defenses as carefully as he can. Final verdict for a second. Wings looks like maybe a random proc of Wings by the looks of it. It's going to be a stun to Garber. Might not feel that great. Looks like it is a random proc of Wings. He still does need to build those wings back up. They start out weak, but as he spends holy power, they grow stronger and stronger beyond what normal wings can do. The Crusade wings are that effective. I just don't know, having random procs of wings or short-term Crusade Wings is worth. Blazing Protection right after Gara, but force some more pressure onto the guy. Mashing just trying to see if he can put in some pressure onto Gara while he can't attack him back whatsoever. Stun to follow off of the Blazing Protection. Does have some healing going on. Needs a big heal right now. Fury to follow. No way for Mashing to break out of this one. Gara needs to back away from Mashing and just stay out of combat for a little bit. Let second wind take him back up to full. Mashing needs to make a play. The man got the bubble. He's got the Blazing Protection. If Garber can get his defenses back for that Crusade Wings, he'll be perfectly a-okay. Stonebolt immediately got himself full battle stance, actually berserker stance, into a disarm as the Crusade comes out. Mashing trying to see if he can ramp up the damage. This is his last opportunity to make a play. Hodge reflected back on himself. Perfect for Garber. Does make a great play, but Mashing still has plenty of defenses. Garber, at least, now don't have to worry about Hodge. Can go full defensive, counter a lot of the damage on Wings. Mashing needs to find a way to overpower Garber with his Crusade damage. Goes up for late heads just to stay as healthy as possible. Still got a lot of battle damage pressure, but does not take the Crusade Wings all the way to take Garber down just yet. So for Garber, this is perfect. No more immunities, no more big defensives. Maybe Wall come back up in just 20 seconds or so. Garber does not have to worry about nothing for a good while. Mashing is just kind of spent. He's drained. If Garber can find himself just a little bit more pressure, a little bit more burst, lock down Mashing, he'll be in a great spot as a Paladin, trying to see if he can just fight Garber and then back away, get himself a bit of healing, fight him and then back away. He has to find a way to get potentially, what is it? He got to find a way to get past Mashing and burst. That's going to be full setup. Does have Avatar, does have everything available. Final Rex, Shield Event is back up from Mashing. Wings maybe potentially coming back. It's hard to tell. It's impossible to tell. For some reason or another, Wings cooldown just doesn't show up whatsoever. So I have no idea. You can't tell just where the Wings are at all, man. Mashing is still trying to find himself a much better angle. Stun to follow, does have a trigger for it into a stun back into Gara. And does he get himself a go? Possibly. Got himself a bit of healing. Garber trying to find himself a better angle into a final wreck. Final wreck. Ashen bubbles back up. Hold on a second. Well, Mashing got bubble back up, so maybe this could give him a proper go. As Garber got himself full reflect and everything available. Blind to follow. Mashing still trying to find himself some time. Wings should be coming back up, but again, as Garber does have his defensives lined up with Wings fairly well. Final Enrage Regeneration should be back up at the same time as Mashing's Wings are up. I think it's actual Wings, if not a proc Wings, but the man is of no help whatsoever. Has to play super defensive. That's going to be a little bit of a Wake of Ashes just for that Word of Glory. Garber needs to find a way just to wait out the Shield of Vengeance into a bubble right now. Maybe for Mashing. Does have Blazing Protection come back up in maybe 3 minutes? I don't know. I think at this point it's over. Garber got him some defenses perfect as Mashing's Wings are about to fade. So he got him some plenty of defense. It's a Shockwave taking him out. It was a long, hard-fought game. He had to fight him tooth and nail, global for global, in order to take him out. And Kevin Leonard's going to be up next from one pallet into the next. I don't know if what Garber can do anything here in this situation. Honestly, got himself a big defense. Stormbolt onto Kevin. Does he have some of the big defenses? Shield event is back up. Bubble available in case he needs to. Garber might just have to play it super slow with that second win potentially. Does he have a fear? I don't even know. It doesn't even show up. I don't think he's running a fear. We see him use it earlier. It's going to be a full horsey for Kevin. Does get hit with a disarm. Garber goes in the offensive right now, dropping the defense stance for just a second to see if he can maybe get some more pressure onto Kevin. Stun to follow. Try to see if he can force a bubble out of him. It's going to be maybe Execute. Does good for a bubble. Garber with a defensive stance may just have to go for Rallying Cry. Stun super short though off of that, I think it was the Tauren and War Stomp. Into a big hammer hanging over Garber's head. He's got to play super defensive. Try to go for a bit of reflect. Reduce some of the magic damage shaken. But is the hammer going to do enough? Bubble. Oh, no. Blind to stand up. Doesn't have executed him right at the end there. My goodness. Garber does end up coming back up, but Tigris going to be up next as an Arms Warrior versus Fury. I think Tigris is just going into this one with full cooldowns. I don't know if Garber has an answer here. He technically is a Fury Warrior, which counters Arms to a degree, but when you walk it into no cooldowns, there's just nothing you could do. Normally, on Arms Warrior, you can overpower a Fury with full CDs and slam him as long as he's able to deal carefully, like a Sharpened Blade for the, the Enrage Regeneration. If you get Sharpened Blade, Enrage Regen, and reduce any of that healing, or a good portion of that healing rather, then you'll be fine. But a Fury Warrior, if you get, as long as you time your Enrage Regen at a perfect moment outside of that Sharpened Blades, you should never lose. But if you're walking into with no cooldowns whatsoever versus an arms warrior with all CDs blaring, that's just, yeah, it's over. Conan getting slammed down right now by that arms warrior damage. It is a lot of pressure. Parry to follow, so Conan can't even go responding here right now. Parry for that enraged gen also is very, very effective. Conan needs a heal right now. Doesn't get himself a storm last second, but it looks like Tigris is able to just overpower him at the very, very end. With big executes, mortal strikes, and who's going to be up next? I think it's going to be one of the rogues, right? Blood Dagger or Ghost. With Blood popping into restealth. Does Tigris not run Second Wind? By chance? I don't think he does. Just time to follow onto Blood Dagger. Does go for a bit of a Warbreaker. Sharp Blades available. Stun onto the Rogue, but Tigris is just continuously taking damage. Back-to-back gouts to follow. Blaze Storm before that's going to be anything out of the Rogue. Actually staying with the Blaze Storm on him for just a little bit longer. If only he just kept going behind the pillar and guessed correctly. That's the only way he would have been able to stay on the Rogue. Stonebolt right after. Does go for another Blaze Storm. Deny the stun. Blood Dagger does activate his Spore Cloak shield. That's going to end up keeping him alive maybe a little bit here. Kid shot to follow. Does Tigris have an answer? He does not. He needs to find a way just to survive this. Just needs to survive it. Does leave the what is it, secret technique. Big bleed onto Blood Dagger. Has himself evasion, but it's not really doing much for him. It's over. Oh! Blood Dagger, even though he's getting hit with overpowers back to his face, his shield goes down. Actually, she just died technically. Is there still bleeds on you? No, you're fine. You're healthy. Actually fine and healthy. There's no way Hoodlum does not kill you, right? He's gonna try to give it a go, man. I guess a rogue. I mean, I think a rogue could technically just play it super cheesy in stealth and just never get killed by Hoodlum, never get killed by Shadow Priest, just go for full recovery. But at least they're not giving Blood Dagger an opportunity to fully recover. So if Hoodlum picks up the eyes, maybe the time the fade, I guess ASAP, and just run into the rogue, fear him out in the open. Maybe get a pet on him with a Mindbender. Maybe that could work. Potentially. That or is he just gonna wait for Blood Dagger, I guess? I mean, he could just stay still the entire time, couldn't he? He's gonna open up with a cheap shot, trying to make sure the game goes on for too long. Fear onto Blood Dagger, full void eruption. The vanish is available for the rogue, but I don't think he has a way to take the Hoodlum actually human racial that. Is that what he did in the opener? Or did you just use a human racial just now? I'm not even sure. Secret technique onto Hoodlum. Blood Dagger just trying to see if he can fight through. There's nothing he can do. Yeah, unless Blood Dagger just sits there stealthily, recovers all of his health, right? Sipping cups for like a year and a half and to get full health. I actually give him some credit for just not sitting there in stealth and going for full recovery. Ghost, otherwise known as Errorless, is going to back up in here, which is Hoodlum. Not having to sit in stealth forever. Is going to be able to open up with a Shadow Strike, get a shot in the opener for Hoodlum, immediate disperse. Especially as Ghost goes in for full flagellation, secret technique, everything. He's trying to see if he can ramp up his mastery. Those eviscerates should be cranking right now. Void Torrent does go for Cloak of Shadows, removing any kind of that mind games playstyle. Fade for a second for Hoodlum. Trying to see if he can maybe fade away from Ghost. Trick it to follow. It's going to be Ghost trying to see if he can slam out mad eviscerates. Those things are doing a ton of damage. Hoodlum, I don't know if you have any survivability at this point. Does have himself power life in a bit here. Interrupt on Holy. Shadow damage. Mind control. Does it get to? No. No, that's so close too. That's so close. I feel like if it would have gotten the mind control, that maybe would have given a bit of a breather. Garaber absolutely slams the competition though. Absolutely does. Cranking good DPS, dude. That was incredible. Yo, why is Blood Dagger getting attacked? Wait a second. What the? Full flex? Come on, Blood Dagger just dueled. He's out of cooldowns, man. Wait, are you gonna get slammed? I don't. It's a tank warrior. Like, I don't. What is even going on? Oh no, dude, that's not what. That's exactly what I was expecting for. I was waiting for this. Where do you go? Do they know where you are? No, I don't think they do. Okay, cool. At least you escaped. What the hell is that? Huh? What is this? Alright, hold on. That's actually a good set of toys. What the hell is that? So I know there's the Brutosaur blue version. I guess it's the Fae. Transformed into Fae shape. Oh, what the hell? It's just like looking at it, it's just an absolute trip. It's just an absolute trip. Yo, Airless. Hi, how's it going, by the way? And Kevin, let me know when your group is ready. Let me know if group is ready. I'm going to save your blood. Oh yeah, shadowy duel. If you shadowy duel him, you literally let him save. Yes. What's up, Alex? How you doing, my guy? You're EU though, right? Ready? Beautiful. Kevin, let me know if the group is ready. I will be able to be good to go. Good to queue again. Where are we at, by the way, on duels? 120, 130? Hold on, 129? No, we're 130. 130 duels since the beginning of the cell, boys. Or since I got this PC, so it's a lot longer, it's a lot more than that. Let's do Black Recall, because I know you guys are going to be like, they wanted Champ with me to do some. Oh yeah. Dude, Champ popped off last night. Champ did some last night. Guy did good. Yeah, Shamtar did some damage last night, man. Sweated Zereth Mortis. This guy sweated Zereth Mortis. I did see the Zereth Mortis toys, and honestly, at first I was just like, something about that whole geometry shape and how it's flickering, the flickering specifically, I'm just like, I look at it and I just get annoyed by it. I think it's because because like Zereth Mortis as a zone by itself wasn't terrible. It was content, it was kind of alright. You didn't have to spend like forever and ever in there. Откуда, брат, где сейчас живешь? Живу в Америке. Сегодня дуэли в Америке регионе. Америка, Канада, Южная Америка, Северная Америка, всем там. Сам из России, из города Екатеринбург. Урал, Уральская региона. Я не знаю, если по-русски говоришь слово региона, но с Урала. Семья из Урала. Here we go. Alright, switch. I think we're good to go, yeah? Close that. Beautiful. Ooh! Look at this. Mashy and Ghost. A little bit of an honor duel between the two. Trixie just goes up, shakes him in the chest. The man walks away crying. That is so good. Ghost opened up with immediate kidney shot. Mashy immediately countered now with a human racial. BD and secret technique for the wake of ashes. So that's going to be a flagellation. Ghost is going to be able to ramp up a ton of damage. Ghost being errorless, by the way. Gouge to follow as he tried to see if he could peel back. That is still a lot of flagellation. I imagine if you just pop defensives and rotate those as you max out the full flagellation. Wanted to go for a bit of a hit and run stun again, but it's going to be very DR stun by Mashy. Ghost may be in a bit of trouble unless she death doesn't proc, doesn't save you. Cloaker shot is to follow. Should be a-okay. Blind right after him. And just try to see if he can go for a bit of a reset behind the pillar. That blind almost not giving you enough time to get himself a reset behind the pillar. Sap right after as Ghost is trying to find himself a bit of an angle versus Mashy. At this point, what do you got? Defensively, offensively, Blessing of Protection immediately forced out of Mashy. Vanished to follow for Ghost. Is he clean though? Does he walk out of that one with no dots? That was a Wake of Ashes. I do think it did leave a dot on him. That or someone else is putting him out of stealth. Shadow Strike immediately. Is this going to be potentially stunned? Trinket to follow. Ghost trying to find himself a better angle. Building column points. Gouge right after Smoke Bomb. I think he's just going to try to see if he can wait out and maybe find a way to deal with the wings. Crusade is up. That's going to be a wall in order to help counter the secret technique as soon as he sees that out. Shield of Evidence to follow. Ghost trying to see if he can back up out of it for a second. Norma vanishes for the rogue. Hasn't cheat death as long as it actually does work. I've seen a lot of situations where cheat death doesn't even do anything for you as a rogue. I feel like it's just super inconsistent. I've seen it in duels, but also seen it outside of PvP, where cheat death will proc, but it will do nothing. Like, you see that animation above the rogue set for cheat death that it does, and you'll hear the sound, but the rogue just instantly hits the ground without it doing anything at all. And sometimes it does no animation to begin with. Ghost, cheat death, does save him. Gouge to follow, does have an answer here. Maybe in a bit of trouble. Oh, mad judgment, mad damage from a distance. The long arm of the law slams down on the rogue. Trixie did not want to play that one super cheesy behind the pillar, catching full restells, waiting for every single cooldown. And I think against Paladin, it just may be one of the situations where you may have to Big Fell, try to see if you can fight through Mashy, forcing out a bubble, using the ports in order to reposition while Mashy is just immune to any kind of damage. Zoen is out in play, so for Big Fell, if he can pair himself up with Zoen, do a bit of damage, he might be in a fantastic spot. Fist of Fury to follow, got himself the Thunder Fist as well, Mashy with the wall as well as the Shield of Evidence. You gotta wait until that crashes through. Got himself a bit of a defense, but a Hodge locks him down. Is this going to be where the Paladin takes him out? Karma to follow. I think that's where maybe you want to get aggressive. Mashy definitely wants to get aggressive. Try to see if you can fight through a Karma as quick as possible. As Big Fell at no help whatsoever, got himself a little bit of healing. That's also going to be dampen harm, but I guess the Mashy with so much damage, this Paladin just walks in. Every single global just absolutely absolutely trucks whoever he's fighting. With Blood Dagger going to be up next from one rogue to a monk to a rogue right after. Mashy get hit with a cheap shot. Does he have a wall for this one? Is that a secret technique? I don't even know if that was a secret technique. That was a secret technique right there. A little bit later, Blood Dagger getting hit with a setup. It's going to be big lane hits for Mashy. Normal Bubble Noah Bob has already used up a immunity for every single one of the people that's been fighting, and there goes his final forbearance ability. Got himself a bit of a wake of ashes to hopefully recover a little bit of health. Judgment out for Blood Dagger, able to actually evade Judgment. I guess because it's Holy Strike damage, not just Holy anymore. It's going to be a bit of a gouge, but Blood Dagger. Shield events available for Mashy. Blind to follow. Blood is just looking for a perfect reset. Gouge and Blind should actually be able to give you a proper reset, shouldn't it? Should get you fully out of combat. Sap to follow after cheap shot. It's going to be immediate human racial out of Mashy. Stun onto Blood Dagger. He does still hold on to one single advantage. So for Mashy, he's got to get himself a bit of recovery. Then force the rogue back into stealth. Then get him out, back out in the open, put him out in the spotlight. And that's exactly what happens. Blood Dagger may be in a bit of trouble right now. He has no defensives, no offensive power, only a couple of dances, but none to pair those dances with like a Shadow Blades. Maybe a secret technique. But does Mashy have himself a wall for this one? I think he's trying to see if he can maximize the value. No wall used this time around. Secret technique was used though, but it just didn't do as much damage as it was hoping. Gouge to follow right after his Blood Dagger, just trying to find himself a little bit of breather to a Shadow Belt right after. So actually at least he got himself a proper reset. This time he got blades, this time he got dance, this time he got everything, but Mashy should have a wall, should have a shield of evidence. For Blood Dagger, it's going to really be a question of, can you force out a wall out of Mashy without using secret technique? And then reset again, come back in, stun him right after, then go for Big O. That's going to be a wall right now. I think that's exactly what Dagger is going to do. He's got himself vanish back up, so he should be a-okay. Stun, just going to go for a couple of dots at the Mashy. Shadow step right around the corner with a vanish. Just trying to see if he can ignore him for as best as possible. Waiting to use a secret technique, and now Mashy's out in the open, 40 seconds off until Bubble is back up. He doesn't have any defenses, no way to pre-wall any of this damage. I don't even know if he's running that Consecration like playing ability, or if he's running the Blades of Justice Consecration. So you can't even get the rogue out. Right now, Blood Dagger could just get a proper opener and go for full secret technique and everything. This could be his opportunity to maybe make himself a big play right now. Still Rupture rolling for just a little longer. Cheap shot to follow. Trinket immediately for Mashy. Trying to see if he can counter this damage. Got himself full wings and everything. Blood Dagger actually retreating for a second. He got him some defense. He could go on the aggressive, but seeing the wings out of the Paladin, I guess you just kind of want to play a little bit more safe now. Cloak shadows to follow. Still taking a lot of damage. It's going to be his cloak procking right now as he dips super low. Spore Cloak does proc whenever he gets like to 35% health. Gives him a bit of a shield. And Sap to follow. Man, that is a lot of damage. So far, Mash has been able to just counter it. That wings play with a trinket give him a little bit of a breather to get Bubble back up and Blessing of Protection. I feel like the Sword Blood Dagger should have been popped evasion. Cloak just went in, all in on Mashy, not giving him a chance, but that Wake of Ashes is going to get him super low. Vanish to follow. This one, Blood Dagger is not retreating whatsoever. Goes in for secret technique, but it's going to be Shield of Evidence back up at this point. I think the Paladin is just going to have a cheat death, but Dagger actually does keep him alive, but Blood Dagger does accept his fate at that point with Garaber charging back in. Last time he fought Mashy, he did incredibly well, was able to counter every one of his defenses. Blessing of Protection from Mashy as he gets super low. Garaber with a bit of a defensive stance, going into this one with a bit of a dampening up right now. Let's just try to see if you can fight through Mashy as best as you can. Avatar and everything at the ready. Mashy backing up for just a second with wings. So Horse, Stormbolt to follow. Garaber activating full offense. Hodge just gotta live the Hodge a little bit. No more forbearance for a bit here. Mashy kind of out in the open. Maybe this way Garaber can secure a kill. That or Mashy needs something in order to give himself a breather, just so he can make sure the forbearance falls off so he can bubble. Does get himself a little bit of survivability. Final chance to make some kind of play versus Garaber. You're on limited time left right now. Unless you can get yourself a lay in hands on top of it, Garaber, as long as you can get yourself line of sight in the big charge, you should be able to get around top of you very, very easily. Hodge to follow. And Garaber cannot use defenses just yet. Does use defense himself. Does end up dipping super low as he gets crit pretty hard. Needs to go for recovery. Blind to follow from Mashy. Got himself Shield of Vengeance. Hold on. Mashy, I feel like got himself in such a good role right now where his defenses are coming back up at almost a perfect time. Should be able to buy himself a little bit of time with a blind to get himself lay in hands as well, and by then maybe walls back up, shield limits back up, so he's got stuff he can rotate for a good bit. Garaber got a small window where he can just maybe push in some pressure onto Mashy. This is the window right now. 40 seconds, maybe 30 until the wall is up. If Garaber could just go in there off of that Avatar, whatever other cooldowns he has, he may be able to make a play right here. If you can also reflect a Hodge, Oh, stun for the Hodge is not quite reflected, but at least he's able to counter it so Mashi can get full value. Does activate wings though. Garber maybe can make himself a big play happen either way though. Mashi trying to see if he can end the duel right now. This is a perfect opportunity for him to make some kind of a big play. Maybe take Garber down into the ground. The man does have Avatar as well, so he's got himself plenty of counter pressure. Mashi doesn't stay in. Wings were just short, not real wings, just a random proc of him. Garber is in a good spot. Executes available. Mashi does not have a way to deal with this. Oh, big charge is slamming the guy down into the dirt. Well done, Garber. After the Paladin has absolutely just eviscerated these rogues out of the shadows, Garber had to go in and set things right, challenge the Paladin, take him down to give his team a fighting chance to compete here as the two warriors, the two furies are left over on the team one. Hoodlum trying to make sure there's plenty of distance between him and Garber, so he has to use his leaps, he has to use his charges in order to close the gap. Reflect is going to be immediately able to counter it. Fear to follow is going to be able to Zerker out of it, but a stun slaps him in place. It's going to be a full eruption as Garber trying to see if he can back up out of there. Hoodlum wants to get in, he got full PI, full cooldowns with the ready stun, got himself a Siphon, taking it out really quickly, trying to avoid Hoodlum behind the cover as best as possible, but Hoodlum should have himself a decent angle here. At some point, Garber may just want to stay in. He's waiting until he got himself that enraged regeneration, coming back up slowly but surely. Hoodlum does get himself a little bit of healing. Garber does have defenses back up, but it's really going to be down to playing against Hoodlum and maximizing his damage value whenever he can, while also trying to wait until cooldowns are back up. If you can somehow fight versus Hoodlum without ever popping defenses or offensives, he actually might be able to save the CDs until the next competitor. Hoodlum does get hit with a Stormbolt fairly low, does go for a bit of healing. Flat shields are not doing much in 51% dampening. Garber does have a technical attack at him from a corner stun right after, does not have a human ratio for this one. This needs to take some time. Just take a break for a second. He definitely needs to stay in combat so the second one does not literally erupt on him. Trying to go for a bit of reflect. Big damage. Maybe he takes him out right here. Try to see if he can just finish it. Ooh, Zerker right at the end. Needs to back away. Other dots on Garber right now. If there are dots, it's going to be difficult for recovery. If there's none, Simshot trying to see if he can go for a bit of a volley around the corner, not letting Garber catch any kind of healing. If he can just get next to the pet, trinkets out of this one, may have to go for big defenses and offenses here at the same time. Defense are up immediately. It's going to be a skill trap. May want to just taunt the pet around the corner just to at least have some kind of a target that you can heal off of for those bloodthirst. Samshot trying to find himself a better angle, running into the room, charged by Garber. It's going to be a poison chimera ticket down on him, reducing some of his healing as well as the damage. Scattered for a second, does have yet another charge. Wall available for Samshot. Trying to see if he can live this. Needs one more kill shot. Garber with a fear. Are there any dots on him? Is Garber clean? I don't think he's clean. Oh no, he goes for a rally cry, gives himself a little bit of health. Big impending victory off of that pet though. Samshot had no health whatsoever. He sees one big go, still trapped for a second. Does he have enough damage? He sees one more good hit, throws his weapon, not enough. Oh, I think he threw another weapon. Whatever that was just now. I guess it was just enough. That maybe it's like a bleed. Kevin gonna be up next. Let's go try to see if he can find himself a little bit of recovery. The Paladin will eventually catch up to you. They simply just have more faster movement speed while on a mount. Reflect up immediately for Garber. Needs himself a little bit of healing. Disarm onto Kevin. Try to see if he can back up out of there. I don't think he can do anything at this point. Stormbolt just to get him out of his back for just a second. Shockwave to follow. Does he have a leap? It's over. Yeah, Garber was making a comeback little by little, going through the enemy team too. Actually went through like 3 people back to back, same as the Paladin. Conan up next versus Kevin, spearing him down in place. Is going to be stunned for a second. Kevin does have himself a blessing protection, so he's A-okay. Big hammer hanging over Conan's head. He can't really heal in this situation. I think it's just over. Oh my god. Yo, Garber bringing it back for his team little by little. Mashi, though, did not let these rogues play the game whatsoever, dude. If you're in agility class, Mashi got your number. He's not going to let you live at all. My goodness. All right, let's get us another one going here, boys, yeah? Uno mas, uno mas, uno mas. That was great. Nice, hell yeah, Alex. Hell yeah, my guy. Yo, Kevin, let me know when you're ready, my man. Trickster, same. If you guys need my help getting more bodies, let me know. Otherwise, we're just gonna keep killing them while we got groups, man. I'm perfectly cool with that. I get this one in here as well. What are the updates now? What's happening? Dude, I gotta play Diablo, man. I have not played Diablo. Second, 2 people swapping. Cool. As long as I can like whisper you back or whatever, or if you need to open up the group, let me know, my guy. What's going on? Shuffling sands? Do I have that toy? Hold on. Sands. I don't. Vendor Isidormu and Teldrassus? But you can just buy it? Okay, I need to go and buy it then. Looks good. Let me know if your team is ready. Let's got 2 people stopping, but they should be good to go. Or if you guys need more bodies, or if you gotta go, Kevin, then I can join the group and I can take over and do the group stuff and all that. That new opened twice today. Yo, honestly, Shamtard, you really didn't do that bad, man. You know what? I think sometimes people focus in on like the times when they're not doing well. You did fine, my guy. Honestly, you did okay. Everybody has like one of those like bad games here and there. You know what I mean? And overall, you did fine last night, and you're pretty regular. DM kill me? Yeah. Yeah. It can do that. Maybe see if your team fine with you. Yeah, ASAP. Just be like, yo, team, I died to dampening a lot. Can I go first or something? Just to give it a try. I'm a shadow priest. I'm probably gonna die fairly quickly. But like, if you let me in, maybe I can have some fun. Modfall on the Demon Hunter? Let's go. And SP Shady? Hey, loving it. Привет, друг. Ты молодец. Спасибо тебе. Здорово, Доркан. Здорово. Как дела, друг? Надеюсь, все нормально. Я не знаю, по-русски забываю. Надеюсь, вам всем все нормально. I think that's the best way to say it. You guys, English speakers, are like, what the hell did he say? You can't tell that I said something wrong. I definitely said something. I want to say, like, hope everything is good on your end, but I've said it in the most awkward way. Hope good is on your end, things, more or less. That's more or less what it sounded like. It was bad. Having fun, but I'm getting smashed. Yo, dude, sometimes you get smashed, sometimes you go smashy. Part of that Conan life, you know what I mean? I don't think Conan ever walked in and was constantly smashing, dude. I'm pretty sure Conan lived a full life of just like getting smashed up, and then just had to like, all right, time to smash myself. Twitch. It's gonna be a hoodlum first up. Finally getting to play without any kind of dampening, holding him back with Conan, charging in immediate interrupt. But it's wait, why is Conan invisible? This guy has literally lost all corporeal body. He's literally just a rage. He's literally rage incarnate. What is this? Hold on a second. Big drain. Conan trying to see if he can survive the damage. Big tentacles just searing down his incorporeal body. Literally just flames and fire and furious rage and maybe some Sophic devotion here and there. This is going to be a reflect for a second. I'm trying to see if he can back up for just a moment. Conan does not have a Zerker rage for this one, but it looks at it. How are you invisible? What is happening here? Big zabs by the tentacles. Execute. Oh. The man literally became the avatar of just rage, a rage elemental for a second there. And only time we see his body is when he falls in combat. What was that? The Invisible Warrior. It looks great. Big bleeds out of Gariber. Hoodlum, does he have an answer for this one? I think it just might be over. Stun. Hoodlum needs himself recovery right now. Unless Gariber just walks in, savages the guy, doesn't give him a chance. My goodness, dude. Gariber just got so much damage. It is actually not even funny. Invisible SP Shady is back. That's what it is. Actually, where's SP Shady? Are you going to be invisible? We'll see if SP Shady is going to be invisible too. Got us a Sam shot going to be up next. Got himself a bit of a volley. True shot of the ready. Wants to go in for the most amount of damage versus Gariber, but he can't really find himself a good angle. Scatter shot for the Stormbolt, which gives Gariber an opportunity to at least control the Hunter for just a second. Tar trap to follow. This is where Sam shot used to make sure he got into flincher range and then maximize the damage while at range. Gotta get those aim shots in there as soon as possible. Gariber hit him with a freeze for just a second. He's ready to go and he's ready to swing his weapons yet again. Stun as he tried to go for a bit of the aim shot. Sam shot may need to go for Charlie here really early on. Explosive onto Gariber, does go for a little bit of heal wall as well. But it's still not out of the woods just yet. Gariber trying to find himself a bit of cover behind the ramp. Sam shot getting himself some pot shots back to back. He definitely needs to get himself an angle. Stun Gariber out in the open. Maybe even play away from any kind of pillars or up above so you can knock him back down. Rapid fire Stormbolt to follow there. It's going to be Trinket Turtle Shell as Sam shot trying to find himself recovery desperately. He's trying to get himself some survivability. Scatter onto Gariber for just seconds. Some aim shots, some pot shots back to back into a steel trap to follow. The Gariber is going to be able to break out of the steel trap with an avatar as it does remove all roots off of you. And Tigress is going to be up next. Immediate human racial as Gariber backs up out of there. In fact, actually, Gariber walking into this Fury Warrior with full offense, full defense. This might be one of the situations where a Fury Warrior might be able to survive the Arms Warrior to some big bleeds, but Tigris, Garber is going to take a lot of the bleed damage. Arms Warriors have the affinity for bleeds, but it's going to be big and rage regen. Parry out for Tigris, does go for Stormbolt just to get himself at least a couple of Bloodthirsts, which may give Garber enough survivability, because technically a Fury Warrior should be able to counter an Arms Warrior just for the healing alone. But Tigris tried to see if he can counter the big heal burst phase of Garber, but I think Garber has been able to survive through the worst of it. Now he got himself passive recovery, he got himself Bloodthirst healing, he got himself impending victory that may give him the chance. Tigris still has a sharpened blade. If they time it right, they may be able to get Garber in a bad spot. Fear to follow. Garo trying to find himself a bit of recovery, waiting out for the sharpened blades, goes in with impending victory. Stonebolt to follow. Does he have himself the big execute? Goes in for big. Odin's Fury is not enough right now. Trying to go for executes, doesn't have taken out Tigris. There he is. The duel between Arms and a Fury Warrior is a rough one. I also like how you end up phasing through the bridge with that leap. Gotta be a disarm onto Kevin. I don't know if you can survive this. There's no way. Apparently somehow still live in Stormbolt for roast up for a second, but I think it's over. Yeah, he spent everything into the Arms Warrior, but that's all you could really ask for at that point. Well done, well done. The duels between Arms and Fury, we've seen them on the U a couple of times, like between Kragar as Fury and Talrion as Arms, and I never realized just how much of a chess match it is. Monfel activating full metamorphosis, big hunt. Kevin may just have to go for a bubble. The faster the Monfel can force the defensive out of Kevin, the better, because you force the defensive out of him before he does too much damage here, then you back up for a second, get back in there, finish the job. That's exactly how you gotta play it as a DH. Trinket out of Kevin, blinded to Monfel, breaks out of it fairly quickly, stun to Kevin, does go for a Hodge, the Monfel isn't enough though. Kevin does not have, ooh! I was gonna say does not have the weight, but he does have himself the combo of the final verdict together with a Divine Storm that's absolutely thrashes the DH. And SP Shady is going to be back. Not invisible this time. I guess it was only Kevin that was invisible, or Conan invisible that time. But it is giving Kevin an opportunity to at least recover full health, as we are hitting that 5-minute mark, 22% dampener. So the dampening is going to slowly but surely start ramping up little by little. Look at this honor duel. Ooh, I do like that set too, by the way. That full elite set for Priest looks great. I wish you had like the entire set head to toe, but the helm looks fantastic either way though. And Kevin does give this man an opportunity for an honor duel. Look at that. Literally places the full trust into SP Shady. The man could literally open up with a fear right now and just have a go. Perfectly honorable. Look at that. I love me some honor duels. Hey, let's go. Huge. What's up, Laura? How you doing, my man? Hope you got a good one. Why I got invisible? I have no idea, Pedro. We've had that happen before in the dueling arena. I have no idea why. I think it's just randomized, right? Just randomly can sometimes become invisible. At least maybe just for me, right? Maybe it's not on your guys' screens, but it is maybe on mine. Fear onto Kevin off the bat. Shaded trying to see if he can maintain his health as best as possible. Playing instead of a, he's playing Mind Spike over the Mind Flame. That's interesting. I think that could be maybe in some cases stronger. Big damage getting set up as Kevin trying to see if he can have himself a proper go. There goes this shadow of the spurs out of SP Shady as he does have himself the Aegis activating and every single other defensive activating all at once. Trying to go for a bit of a Void Eruption versus Kevin. Mind Games almost connects. Not quite enough though. Trying to see if he can get himself a better angle. Panda Ratio is going to come in huge here. It gives him an opportunity to at least get himself a breather, but still big damage. Oh, Kevin just had himself damage ramped up. And I guess that Crusade just took him all the way home with Ghost, literally the last one left, versus 2 Paladins. My man, errorless. Gotta find a way to get through this. Actually, the errorless right now is on the character named Ghost. It's perfectly fine if there's any kind of errors he makes. He's not having to live up to that name anymore. What is Mashy doing? Wait. Does he want to fight Ghost instead? Does he want to have a rematch versus him? Or is it, was it... He's pointing at somebody. I'm not really sure. You should at least let him fight Kevin, I think, yeah? Maybe he was like, yo, let me fight Ghost. Kevin, you already had him play. Let me fight Ghost. You're gonna end up killing this man. Let me get a chance at him. Ghost is gonna have to play it super safe, man. Gonna literally have to be like a ghost. Just disappearing constantly. Gonna be a trinket out of Kevin, trying to find himself a way past the secret technique. Shield of Vengeance comes up, but it's gonna be a little bit late. Still taking the big hits of damage to his face. Ghost with a shadow step like a ghost disappears into the night. Smoke bomb to follow. Probably gonna go for another step. Kevin better be very, very careful with it. Is at least able to get some kind of damage back and goes to keep him out of stealth, but the man is going to jump to the other side of the platform. Vanish to follow, Shadow Strike in the opener, get a shot. There's going to be a little bit ZR, but still forces out a pretty big defensive order. Kevin does not go for the Shadow Stab that time around. Let's see, have another one. There's no way, right? He does have advantage. Shadow Strike, maybe. Blind to follow. Does it give him enough chance in order to catch up a bit of a reset? Probably, yeah, actually. Goes walking into this one with an evasion. Cloak Shot is coming back up little by little. Big secret technique damage, hopefully. Trinket to follow after this blind. This Kevin's getting locked down back to back. Does he have another immunity? Bubble maybe coming back up. If you can, unless you can kill him before Forbearance is down. Cheap Shot to follow. Does the man have a bubble right now? Right now, you need the big defensive. Oh, damn, this rate just takes him. Oh my goodness. Imagine wants to fight him, swapping out his build actually, not a Crusade build anymore, playing for the 1 minute wings, which there's some advantages to playing that over the big Crusader wings. The 1 minute wings I feel like give you so much more longevity in duels. You don't have the big one-shot setup as much anymore, but you definitely do have like a good consistency in terms of survivability as well as offense. The Crusade wings can just absolutely ramp up and slam you out of the park. Cloak Shot is immediately by Coast. Try to see if he can maybe counter those swings the best as possible. Gonna be Shield Defenders. Trying to see if he can fight right through. Ghost maybe in a bit of trouble. Cheat Death to follow. Does not have an answer. I think it might just be over unless you go for Shadow Step. Oh, doesn't even matter. As a Paladin, you just gotta give yourself a big cleave onto the Rogue with no health. Take him out. Garber comes back quite a bit. Kevin also making a pretty big comeback for his team. Holding the fort until the Rogue. At that point though, unless you have yourself a perfect setup and all the defenses for the Rogue, yeah, it's a rough one. It's definitely rough. Let's get us another going here, boys, yeah? I'm enjoying this a lot. You know what? As much as I feel like sometimes Rogue games end up going super one-sided with Rogues just constantly dominating, I feel like maybe the Paladins tonight have been able to at least hold the Rogues down a bit. Plus also Rogues are not getting to go first either. I feel like this would be a whole other story if a Rogue went first. It probably would be like a Rogue domination for a good 8 minutes. So maybe that's the difference here. But it doesn't feel like super fun to watch. Hey Dal, unfortunately I have to go. All good, all good. Just invite me so I can take over the group. Yeah, all good, my guy. Thank you so much for coming by, man. Appreciate ya. Anytime. Yo, you have your family time, my man, yeah? You're all good. Thank you so much. Just toss me that invite. And I can take over the group from here on. Beautiful. We need one more body, boys. Gonna need one of us. Group, we need extras. Let me talk to Kevin Hill. Hey, to go. We need +1 and we are set. Let me know how your group is doing. Hey, we got a replacement fairly quickly. My man Haster going back in, dude. Double Shadow Priest. Also Malachi. We can get Malachi for Kevin and they're missing like 1. What do I make lead here? I guess I could do Conan, right? Or Monfel? I'll get a Conan. I'll do Conan. Hey, Conan, I have you added on Real Idea, right, Pedro? Could you whisper me really quickly? Do I have you added or do I not have you added? It says I can't add you. It's like either because I'm full on Presless or I already have you added. Could you whisper me real quickly on Real ID if I have you added? I think it just did, right? Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, I just need, yeah, perfect. I just need to have your name here just so I can like reference it. Need 4 more? Oh no, Kevin. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I'll join you and help in a second. Wait, you guys need 1 more? Or 4 more? I'm not even sure. Hold on. Okay, I need to go help the other group get more bodies. I don't know how many more bodies, but we're just gonna go with this. Making Conan lead. Hang tight. Gonna be a minute or 2. Here we go. Promote to lead. Get back out. Invite, make me lead, and I can help take care of everything. GG's. Thank you so much for coming by, Arrow. Appreciate ya. What's this, an LFG? Oh, okay. YouTube. Works out. What'd you list us at? Oh, perfect, actually. Yeah. Alright, we'll just keep going with this. Dalaran Duels live. I'm gonna edit it just to 5V5 1v1 Duels. We don't need to promote the YouTube channel. It's all good. Let's get the homies in here. Chat hunt. There we go. If you guys want to join, more than welcome to. We got the group. Anybody that was in the group, Kevin's group, if you want to come back and join in, you guys are more than welcome to. Dal Esprit is using Flay and M+ again. It feels amazing over Spike. Really? When do I invite you back? Won't need to. Your group is set. Just need to help other group fill, and we are good to queue. I need to be out of a group to queue people. So you guys are set. Let me know if you lose someone. I can join and list you all back up. Yeah. Let's see if maybe Chicago wants to join in. Maybe I should ask him. Because I've seen Chicago in arenas already. So they're playing Dragonflight Pally. But maybe they're down to join in. Let's see. Body count? I could get... Try asking body count if he wants to join in. Let me do this. Hey. Chicago. Doing 5V5 Duels in case to do some. I'm not gonna be like, yo, Chicago, please join in. I need you, because it's like if they just want to do arenas, let them do arenas. Oh, see, Mark, doing some Duels again. Join you. Diabolicals, there you are, beauty. How you doing? So this group needs 2 more bodies, actually. Do I ask body count? That's a name I haven't seen in a while. We could ask body count. He was really, really good in duels. Last time he played. And Garaber, I think he just left. You make it an Arcane Mage? Let's go. Hell yeah. Kargath? I could see if Kargath wants to join in. Hey, Kargath. Wanna join a few duels, bud? Seavark wants to join it. Oh, huge, boys. Let's go. Just for a couple of games. Yeah, perfectly fine. I guess you're swapping over. Are you swapping over to the Kulturan boy? Dude, let's go. That Kulturan character is honestly my favorite. One, because Kulturan's a kind of that's the boy. That's the boy. It's just the mog you got him in. Looks absolutely hilarious. I love it. But also, the ratio for Kulturans with a knockback and a stun is actually kind of goated. I'm not gonna lie. It's actually Biss. It's just so unusual. Everybody's a night elf or like a human or an orc, man. So when you see a Kulturan jumping around, arcane barraging, dude. Also, Seavark with the arcane barrage being like no CD at all, I imagine it's gonna be giga slows, right? Because you can literally barrage one target, barrage another, barrage another. As long as you can switch targets and just instant barrage, perma slow on the whole entire team. Literally perma slow. 115 comes out, I'm making a Xanda Kulturan. Yeah, that'd be perfect time to do it. As long as you have a level 50 character, you should just unlock them instant. I think you still need to do a quest line to like truly go and unlock them, right? You'll need to do a quest line to be like, oh, this is the Heritages in Dalaran, I understand it. Okay, we really truly join your faction now, or whatever. But like, you don't have to do any of the other stuff at all. Arcane gonna feel amazing, dude. Yeah, I'm wondering if the barrage and the aura playstyle is gonna be the play. I kind of doubt it because I think it's going to be more of a cleave thing, but it's going to feel great. Just insta casting those things, it's going to be awesome. Like insta cast damage, constant pressure, it's going to feel great. I almost feel like maybe, I know the barrage doesn't cost that much mana, but I feel like you're probably going to be like, wait, I'm actually kind of lower on mana than normal. Hello, how you doing, man? Hope you're having a good one. Oh, good friend. Do whatever good to Kargath. You're good, my guy. You're good. Maybe I invite body count. Hey, body count. Wanna join? See if one's in on any. It's been a while since I've had a body count in these. Oh, now everybody's on, man. Quick? Can invite him maybe. Jester, it's EU. So we need Unomas still. I asked Nando, but again, he stonewalled me, man. What did I do, Nando? What did I do? Why do you hate me? Ren? Could ask Ren, maybe. Hey, Ren. Wanna join 5V5 1v1 Duels, friend? Because we just need one more body, we'll be good to go. Duel NA Michelle? Yeah, you're on the opposite faction. Plus, you're a hunter. Don't you know there's usually like a hunter out here that just hangs... Oh, you're dead right here. There's usually like a hunter that goes up here and just snap pelting people. They probably think it's you. Because there was another hunter that was doing it and he was super annoying. So these guys are probably like, if they see a hunter, they attack. Like, Blood was here earlier. They don't really attack him unless they feel like they can like 2-3v1 him. But like if Blood hangs out, like they didn't say anything. Too as stupid though. Wait, who's he yelling at? Is he yelling at a ghost or is he yelling at somebody far away? Or maybe at Mischief? Maybe that guy? Oh, is he yelling at Conan? Oh wait, Conan! Did it get you? Oh! Oh, good friend. Oh, good friend. Hope you are doing well as well. Hell yeah. Who else can we get in here? Sashimi? Yeah, sashimi. I would love to get you in. I just don't know if you do any duels that much. Like Scooby? I don't know if Scooby also does that much stuff either. Wait, next is in. Where is Wild Imp? Oh, he's in actually. Wait, hold on a second. Hey, Wild Imp. Hey, friend. Wanna join duels by chance? I haven't seen Wild Imp in a good while, man. Because we just need one more body, we'll be good to go. Also, Shad, hopefully you're running back, man. Because if we get a +1, we're ready to queue. Come on, let me know if you guys still got 5, man. If your boys still got 5, we'll be good to go. What am I getting pinged at? I want to get on a rogue, but he's outlaw. Okay, have good outlaws in PvP. Not that amazing right now. Hope a little bit better with this like 10-1-5 stuff. I'm in chat, wants to join in. I'm free for those if you want to add me. Cloak, yeah, more than welcome to him. Yeah. I think you added me. You can join either way though. I think I saw you. I think I did add you on Reality. At least on BNet I did. Or did I not? But my guy, if you go to what is it? LFG Raids Legacy, type in number 5 in the search. Like, yeah, if you go to Raids Legacy, just type 5 in the search. Enter, and you should be good to go. I'm right there. 5V5 1v1 Duels right now if you want to join in. Because I do have you added. Or if you whisper me, maybe we'll be on your real ID as Dalaran. But I'm pretty sure I had you added before. But you still get attacked? Oh no. Oh no. Get out of there. Dude, they actually are bullying you. Wait, they actually are bullying you. Wait, he backed off. Money. Oh no, the other guy's running after you. Oh, at least you mounted up. At least you mounted up. With sales 5? Awesome. All good. All good, friend. Hope everything is well on your end. Besides the stuff. Wait, what are these things? Are these there's like tents you can make? Oh, these are actually kind of cool looking. Look at these tents, man. That's kind of neat. I wish they would give you like the rested XP thing or whatever. My house, literally a house. I like it. That's pretty neat. Actually kind of cozy when you think about it. Look at that. That's neat. Cool. So we're starting to do Moss in here. This fox boy is tailing me. Yo, get out of there, man. Get out of there. Make it right so it just suggest last guy. Okay, I can do that. Perfect. Cool. Got a homie. And I guess I can make Kevin lead again, yeah? That worked out last time. Hefty. Level 60. I I would get you in if you were level 17, probably not a tank, but otherwise, yeah. All good, all good. Okay, we are ready to queue up Conan! Oh! Conan, you gotta run! You gotta run! Are you gonna live this? No, I don't think you are. It looked for a second like you were doing okay for a bit. So the booming hitting you back? Yeah. Hopefully, we might have to give Conan like a second to come back. Because now the man's dead, you're gonna have to give him a minute. So that somebody can like res him easily. Dumbass, why are you, this guy's like so angry that there's alliance here. It's like, it just ruins his day, man. Alliance in my territory? God, I hate him. It's like, what? They're just saying hello. They're just hanging out. They're just flying around too. Getting the stream. I was just in his way, man, honestly. Kind of at the perfect moment. This guy gets so peeved at this alliance. He's just angry just seeing alliance, man. This guy got that horde, pride, and everything. He's just flying around. What is it? Whatever, man. Got one? Oh, good, all good, all good. I think you got me there too. We're getting ganked too. No, we good. No, we good. But we'll need to wait for Conan to come back to his body. Okay, we are ready. Just need Conan alive and good to go. Okay, so I think we're gonna be, who is it right now? Is it Kevin? Good in a bit here. Conan, let me know when you're back up and alive, my guy, and we can queue up. Because I don't think it will let me queue while you were dead. I guess while I see while I see your body right here, I guess you're still down for the count. What arenas have we done already? We've done Rook. We've done. Have we done Hook Point? Did we do a Hook Point? Or do we do Tigers? You guys have a preference, by the way? Almost there. You're good, my guy. I guess we'll do a Hook Point, maybe. All good, my guy. All good, no worries. If you want her back sometime, Ambi, yeah, more than welcome to him. Barrage also gives you back mana. Oh, does it actually? Oh, that's huge. Never mind then. Forget about me. Wait, isn't it mana based on like 100 hours? Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Isn't Barrage like, it gives mana based on the arcane power it spends? So if you just spam in Barrage, you're not using any arcane power, so then it actually just costs mana? Or is it like every Barrage just gives you like a percentage mana? I think there used to be like a trade back in, I don't know, SL, I think, where a Barrage would just give you 2% mana every time you pressed it, whether you spend resources or not. But I could be wrong on that one. Does everyone max honor gear those duels? Honor, I mean, you don't need gear if you don't want to. It's not like, oh, we're gonna check you on gear to make sure you're all kosher. But you probably will want some versatility on your character if you want to live. You know what I mean? As I said, well, alive and well. Cool, cool, cool. Let's go. Let's get us back to that hook point, man. Or not? Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to do Conan. Conan and Kevin. There's with a Z. Okay. We'll do hook point again. We'll do hook point. And you guys can figure out like who's going first, who's going last. Usually just do a roll. Unless you're like, yo, I want my time to shine here for a second. I want my time to shine. Because I know if you send Seamark out here. But yeah. I think we're good. Let me get a different song in here, man. What is this? What are we listening to? I'll move that over. Did I save that? I don't even remember. I don't even remember. Cool. Should be good. Silver class? Yo, come on, dude. Don't put my boy in the back like that. He's out here, wants to play the game, man. Mages also do need a little bit of a no dampener. I mean, mages technically play all around their immunities, but still like having a bit of self-heal helps tremendously. just absolutely tremendously. I feel like rogues are the ones that want to go into like high dampening, just so they can like overpower somebody, stun him, lock him down, not let him play the game whatsoever. You know what I mean? Twitch. We got ourselves team 2 together with Diabolical's gonna be back in here with displacement over. Oh my god, looking gorgeous in the back. We got Kevin on that team, Shad Hunt, Yup Beef, but we also got Diabolical's getting blasted out by Conan in the opener. It's gonna be immediate Inferno leaping back it after Diabolical's off of that game, but Dia may just have to go for a bit of a port themselves. Mortal Coil left at Conan, Mortal Coil as well as their own self-healing with the Soul Link with their pet. Might actually be a little bit rough. I've heard a lot of people complaining about it before. It might actually be kind of challenging for a Warlock to deal with, actually. So it'll be a quick soulfire off of that big second Mississippi shot. If you were to follow Conan, does go for a bit of reflect as well as full defenses at the ready. It's gonna go for a bit of a stun onto Diabolical's, charging in there, trying to see if he can crush him down as portals are opened up for Diabolical's. Got us fully surrounded. Conan is gonna get blasted out by Chaos and the Felon Conan. Mad damage, just trying to go in for a quick interrupt on a Dia, but he does go in for Mad Chaos. Goes back to back, no way to stop it. I think it's just gonna be shot and burn, taking him down very, very quickly with Haste gonna be up next. Shatter Priest running out over at Dia. Mortal Coil, yep, that thing does not heal as much anymore as it used to. Mortal Coil used to heal quite a substantial amount. I think like 20%. It's like only 10 right now. It's reduced by 50%. And dampening does not help your case whatsoever. Dia got himself back out of that situation for the second. Few fast casts onto Haster. It is going to be quite a decent amount of damage. Haster does play it super defensively. Had himself PI. But the cons is low, but his Succubus, as well as Curse of Exhaustion, is definitely not going to make it easy for him. Trying to see if he can find himself an angle, put him out in the open, away from any kind of pillars. Easy soul fire for the man, just absolutely blasting him out from a distance. That's definitely going to give him a bit of advantage. Hatred does have himself the Shadow Crushes, so at least he can maintain full set of dots on the Dia the entire time. Big Void Torrent to follow, trying to see if he can live through it with Dark Pact. It is going to burn through the Dark Pact. But now you get the Mindbender, you got the dots ripping right through you, so it's actually going to be quite a bit of substantial damage with Hangel swinging around the corner. Mortal Coil for a stun, perfect trade by Diabolicals into Succubus. You see, gateways are opening, Immolate to follow, got himself instant cast right after Fade for Hangel for just a second. As Dia does go in for, I think, more gateways to follow. It's going to be a stun right after Incinerates back to back, trusting those Incinerates to do a ton of damage. Haster, every time he gets hit by Incinerates, those things do quite a bit of damage right now in PvP. Big Chaos Bolt portal opening up, Succubus, you see it again, but Dia is not in a great position right now, trying to see if he can counter Haster. Does go in for the big Warlock Hellstone, one last big heal that he could really rely on, besides a wall to help dampen a lot of the damage he's taken. Haster trying to see if he can get himself a setup. Void Eruption, that is going to be his soul ripped out of his body, even though while silenced, that is actually a very interesting PvP talent. Walk by Soul did not quite pick it up just yet. But being able to rip a soul even while you're silenced like this, I mean, it is perfect. Chaos Bolt getting sent in. Haster does go in for a disperse to try to reduce a lot of the damage taken. Dia does have defenses back up, trying to see if he can get himself some range stun right after, by Haster does not have a Mortal Coil to counter that stun. And might just be able to get himself a setup here. Siphon joining in, blasting through that thing very quickly. Immolate to follow, got himself Gateways thereafter. Haster does go in for Shadow Crest. I don't think he connects with Dia just yet, but does have himself some recovery. His second CC stopping him in place. Trinket to follow. It's gonna go for a big Void Short. Wait, unless Dia goes in for a wall right now, he might be in a bit of trouble. Shadow or Death may just help you fear, but doesn't run him in the right direction. Actually, another great Inferno, also taking a lot of the damage from the tentacles instead of having all these pets do it. It's just the Inferno's doing all that work instead. Shadow Crash around the corner. Hasten trying to see if he can find himself maybe an execute. Might just be able to do it. Stun around the corner. Die out in the home. Whatsoever. Needs to kind of heal right now. Stun as Hasten puts himself out in the open. Really drain life right after it. Trying to see if he can live it. It's going to be a bit of a succubus to see as he going in for even more drains off of these pets. Trying to put Haster in a different spot, but he just needs one more execute. Mortal Coil locking him down. Doesn't let him play the game whatsoever. Haster needs himself just a little bit more survivability and a little bit more recovery with drain life right after. Just trying to go for as much self-killing as he can. Shadow Crash does hit him. Dark Pact to follow. Hold on. Can Haitian finally start this round? Succubus, you see, soul ripped out of his body as he tried to go for a bit of soul fire together with the Reflect. As Dia got himself a decent setup. Actually, looks like the Warlock is making a bit of recovery. Drain, Void Torrent is going to do quite a bit of damage, chipping away at Diabolical's health. Trying to find himself a better angle. These tentacles are not going to feel that great either. Drain life, but the tentacle is attacking the back, not really letting you do a lot of recovery. Stun. Haster, I think, may just have him. Succubus, last second. Still super low. Could get down to a dot. I think, oh my god. That was actually such a close duel between the two. I feel like Haster could have won that way long ago to some degree. Man, that was rough. It's gonna be displacement though, coming back in as an Arcane Mage. Haster is gonna have to play very careful around him. Get a knocked out in the open, gonna be Arcane Surge. Doesn't quite connect as he wanted to. Silence right after displacement, trying to see if he can shift a little closer behind the pillar. Does have a Mind Bender on him. I think also looked like all the time, but that wasn't it. But does have himself full cooldowns at the ready, I think. Is gonna go for the Arcane Blast, Arcane Surge, off of the pet actually, stun into Haster, blasting him out, big touch of the magic, mad damage to follow, missiles to follow. Does Haster have a disperse? He does have a disperse. That's gonna be the Aegis proccing right now, stun to follow onto displacement, does have full dots on the Haster, interrupted him on Shadow, might be able to blast him. That counter spell was so perfect. It lasted just long enough before Haster could even press the disperse. Knocked back Garber immediately as soon as he walked in there with full burst. Displacement is going to have to be very careful. That is a lot of dots. That is a lot of burst damage that he's got to deal with. Ice block at the right time is going to have to be crucial. And then you're kind of just hoping that Garber does not have a way to shatter through the ice block at all. As long as you can find a good angle on the guy. Breath, shield, food. Definitely got to get so much food as possible. Trying to see if we can go for a bit of an eats here. Into an invis. Ring does not quite connect. Breath to follow. Could go for a ring instead. Poly. As long as he has a polymer that doesn't let Garber heal, he could actually just burst him and then control him with polys, honestly. Touching the magic is up, got himself a bit of reflect, but the missiles, I mean, only one of the missiles is going to end up reflecting back to you. As he's got plenty more missiles, it's going to be all the time at the ready. Garber knows that he's going to have to reposition to where displacement is going to displace him back too. Knockback yet again, charge right after, trying to see if he can root him midway back to charge, but doesn't quite connect. Blinks are back up for displacement, that or shimmers. But achievement for the most part, all good to go. Got himself shit in power, looking for a bit of a reheal. And Garber, as long as he doesn't take too much damage, he should be able to get himself a lot of recovery. Ring of Fire, but he's gonna just do that ticking damage, percentage damage too. Roots to follow, displacement, got him in a good spot. Leave to try to reconnect, try to go for stun, but actually gonna go for an interrupt instead. Breath to follow, full burst available for displacement. Does he have enough damage to blast him out? Touch the magic, everything is available. He got himself big haze buff. Is it enough though? Charging in, barely alive. Does he get himself to our ability? Barrages to follow, is it enough? Ice bucket instead just needs to go for a little bit of recovery while Garber is still taking ticking damage, does not get a chance to heal whatsoever. Displacement recovering as much health as possible. Does Gara have any burst to follow? Blink before he can even close the gap with the charge. Still has a bit of damage on him. Ring of Fire will not let him get any kind of healing if he walks into the ring. Orb around the corner at least does not let him get that second wind healing whatsoever. Ring of Frost to try to force him into the Ring of Fire. Will it be enough though? Barrage to follow. That's going to be Stonebolt. Forcing a blink out of displacement really early on. Also, are you running displacement ability itself? Are you? I don't see the cooldown for it, but maybe you are. It's so hard to tell. Got himself at least a bit of fire damage to the Garaber. Trying to see if he can not take the damage to the Ring of Fire. Has to be very, very careful walking around it, but it's kind of just stuck in place at that point. Touching the magic, big damage, potentially Garaber with a bit of reflect. Trying to go for a bit of recovery behind the pillar. I don't know if he'll be able to. Shrink out of displacement off of the fear immediately. More missiles to fire. Garbett, no help whatsoever. Does he have any survivability? Root to follow. Stormbolt, trying to see if he can reconnect for a second. Knockback to see a way to close the gap. Again, barrages are barely doing the work, but they are chipping away at himself little by little. And I think it's over. At some point, he realized that the game is done for. With ASP Shady charging out right after from one priest and the warrior and to another priest. And I feel like a Shadow Priest can actually counter our Arcane Mage somewhat well, to a degree. I think the silences and the stuns and the pets and the dot damage can definitely wear an Arcane Mage down if you're not careful. But you gotta be very, very careful with your interrupts too. I feel like if an Arcane Mage can get a quick interrupt in your shadow casts while they have full cooldowns rolling, that can definitely end the game. But SP Shade at least has access to Holy Healing, Shadow Healing, so as long as you're very careful not to get interrupted on Shadow at the very least, you should always have maybe some kind of a big defensive to work with. Arcane Surge around the corner, displacement, trying to see if you can go for a big setup, stun, breath to follow. Going to Haymaker, stun, gives him an opportunity to go for Arcane Surge, at least activate full cooldowns. Ring of Fire to follow. SP Shady is not going to be in a great spot. Getting slowed, rooted back to back. Displacement, he got himself full burst. Actually, imagine, but that's a Panda Rage to give him a little bit of survivability. Interrupted on Shadow. Is this enough right now? Does he get to live it? Oh my god! It is so much damage. You get interrupted on Shadow and you're done. Oh, that is so rough. He had to go for damage, but at that point, he even used his holy heals. Unless you have like a powered life, I think that's maybe the only thing that may have let you live, but that's a may. That's a big maybe. I can't even say that's a guarantee. You would have been okay with that one. Monfel trying to see if he can go for a bit of a damage from range onto displacement, barraging him with I-beams from a distance, throwing in glaives as well. Gonna be a big breath to follow right after, as he's trying to go for a bit of a poly versus Monfel, cleaning up off all any buffs. And right now for Monfel, I think he has Blur, he has himself Vengeful Retreat, he has himself a Sigil of Fear, so you should be able to counter displacement to some degree. It is going to be a big blast of damage off of that Touch of the Magic. Big Hunter follow displacement with it all the time, jumping back in onto the Mage. Even though you get a knockback, you should be able to reconnect with him to some degree. But I think displacement, as long as he keeps them distance, enough of a distance to just chip away, Monfel get himself a Demon, want to slay it as soon as possible, especially while in meta. You can't Shadow Meld. I was thinking maybe Shadow Meld that, but I guess you can't. You are a Blood Elf, not a Night Elf. Displacement is taking quite a bit of damage though. Fear Sigil dodges it entirely, but now you no longer have a blink. If you have a stun, now you can actually do something. Going up in the air is a tricky move, because technically you have a lot of damage ready for the Mage. But the Mage also just gotta keep you out in place. You can't really catch up to Monfel. You can't really like close the gap. It's like technically you got yourself a big area where you can just hit him from a distance, stun, that's how a blink for your backup. Monfel, does he have any more stuns, any more CC? Touch of the Magic, that's gonna be pretty deadly. Definitely want to darkness it. You definitely want to darkness. At this point I think darkness is the only thing you can do. Literally darkness. Oh no, it's just gonna do so much damage. Touch of the Magic, is it gonna kill you? It's close. Darkness, you live in it, knock back, almost out of darkness, charge it back in. At this point you... Huh? Arcane Orb? I was thinking it was going to be something more spectacular would get the kill, but Arcane Orb I guess does it. I didn't even expect it. There it goes. Arcane Mage, man. They didn't even send him first. They sent Dara to soften these boys up just a little bit. Let's get us another one going while we got these teams. That was fantastic. Dude, Mortal Coil for Warlocks, it feels like it does nothing. Like, it still is a solid heal. 10% of your health is still decent. Oh man, Gyro's healing off the Hunter pet almost lost because of that. Was he actually? Was he just walking up next to the Hunter? I didn't even notice. Was there a Hunter pet attacking him? I have no idea. Oh, have you? Yeah. Hey, how you doing, my guy? Hope you're doing good. Conan, let me know if you're ready. Let me know if ready, friend. Because the other team is ready, they're good to go. Yeah, I need to take a look at it again, Seavark. I mean, that was a fantastic duel, but I definitely want to see what the Hunter thing was. Last one, we can help you get one up. Invite. I can help. Team Kevin. Team with Kevin. Stay together. I just need a minute to help Conan get a +1 for their group. They just need a +1 and we're good to go. Just uno mas. If you guys want to join, you're more than welcome to. Pass. Perfect. We're about to write pass him lead and all that. We're listed. We just need one more body and we're good to go. Farming low key is such an ego kill. Ego kill? Yeah. I mean, what do you mean by low kills? Like 11s or like lower than 10s? Getting out DPS by melee just because things die fast. Hello there. What's up, Lucky? How you doing, man? Hope you're having a good one. Ghost, are you coming back in? Are you back in, my guy? Yo, let's get you in here. Let's get you in for Namas. Perfect. So the group is set. Let's get Conan in. You're back to lead. Okay, good to cube. Before we lose everybody, we're gonna get you guys back in here. I guess we'll do Dalaran Sewers. I feel like Dalaran Sewers is a decent enough arena. I was watching Fighting Through the Pet and I think it got cleaved. Oh, you got the pet closed? Is that what happened? Okay. I need to take a look at it then. Yeah, if he actually was getting some heals off of it, I do wonder how much healing. I mean, at the end of the day, Seavark did win that duel. But also, I don't think we should have people teasing it like that either, right? Whether like he healed a lot or not, it should still be just like a default of, let's just not do that. You know what I mean? I think it would just for the sake of fairness, right? For the sake of fairness. Well, is Arcane Mage viable right now? I would ask Seavark. I feel like for PvE content, for raiding, they're very, very strong and a powerful spec. And I don't think that's going to change with 10.1.5. In fact, I think their Mythic Plus performance is going to improve. I think they're decent right now. They should be, on paper, stronger damage-wise in 10.1.5. But with all mage specs getting massiveness, that's going to be weird. That one's going to be weird. Console and Taurus Mythic now. Yes, you should be able to install Taurus Mythic, I imagine, as any class. It should be old enough of content where it shouldn't really do anything at this point. At least I hope so. It's been a bit since I've done Mythic and Taurus. Switch. Gonna be Yup Beef. I like the name. Yup Beef. First up versus Ghost. Immediately fear as the evasion comes out before even a kidney shot. As Beef, he needs to get himself a full stun blind, trying to see if he can force a trinket, but he is only running the human racial. No normal trinket. Still got himself a go versus Ghost. Kidney shot right after into a secret ticket. Into a sepsis? What is this sepsis play you got going on? Huh? Soldier Rogue sepsis. That is a PvE play style. What is happening? Yup Beef able to catch up a lot of healing. Did use in Rage Regeneration really early on. They're trying to see if he can fight their Ghost. Is going to be advantage. Does end up shadow stepping around. Charging back to the Rogue. Gouge to follow no Zerkus for this one. So Ghost is looking to make his escape. Living up to the name of Literal Ghost. As Yup Beef trying to find himself a better angle. Smoke bomb to cover his advantage. He's still able to get a couple of hits onto Ghost. I don't even know. Is that just autos? Or is that like actual bloodthirst? I don't even understand. It looks a little more complicated than just normal autos. But he's able to at least keep the Rogue in combat, able to hit him through the boxes. Ghost trying to find himself a bit of an angle. Looks like no Zerkers for Beef whatsoever. That or he's saving it for later. Stormbolt to follow. Ghost trying to step it into his death by Chidel, maybe. She did the proc at least. You know, I can't get mad at that. But yeah, that... Oh no, he tried to get himself a reset. Was you out of vanishes? Dude, Trickster, or otherwise known as Airless, does not play stealth games, dude. He literally could play stealth games and make these games last for 15 minutes, but he's like, I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that. We either go in, and we get the kill, or we don't. That's fine. Next game. Honestly, you gotta appreciate it from a Rogue, right? Because he literally could play 15-20 minute games of just stealthy McGee, waiting for every cooldown. Like, it's so possible. We've seen it so many times. But he doesn't do it. He has more integrity than that. Gonna be full blood eruption by Shady with a mind games. It's gonna be Yup Beef backing up out of there, trying to see if he can avoid any of the big shadowy barrages. Am I thinking effed up? No, that's all good. That's all good. Is that the sepsis thing? The talent build maybe? Or do you mean to play sepsis there? Gonna be a shadow crash by NSP, trying to go for Void Torn, big damage, reflect up for Void Beef, trying to reduce some of the damage he's taking, but he's just gonna overpower past the mind games, big damage on to NSP Shady as he goes in for Disperse. Why is your Disperse looks like still a Pandaren? Normally when you press Disperse, you're like, your body disappears and there's just a cloud. Yup Beef trying to see if he can get back in there, dampening super low, so Shady is able to get a lot of recovery just from flash heals on their own. Stun traded back with Shady. Is going to be human racial out of Beef. Reflect up, I think was able to reflect maybe with a full set of dots onto Shady. Big Void Torn interrupted into a stun right after, does not give him a chance. Oh my goodness! This man brings in the actual Beef for this deal. What is this? Absolutely terrifying Fury Warrior damage. My goodness. Gonna be Haster, try to see if we can find a better angle versus Yup Beef. Actually, just try to see if we can walk up and just maybe give him auto duel. Yup Beef has no idea, like, what is this going on? Why is he walking at me? No mercy. Actually, no mercy. Inferno Mount just dropped for Goldan, the green one. Nice, hell yeah. I am yet to get any one of those Goldan mounts at all. But then again, I haven't really went back to farm Nighthold for mounts. But I'm also really not a mount get to begin with. No, actually, no, that's not true. I am a mount guy. It just gotta be a mount that I actually care for. But a lot of the times I just don't like a mount because it's a mount. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense? Because I never thought of myself as a Transmore guy, but then when some mods that are just look dope, I gotta get it. I gotta get it. It's not just all the mods, specific mods. Same with mounts. Reflect up for Yup Beef, trying to see if he can get himself a better setup versus Haster, trying to see if he can reflect any of those Shadow Crashes back in the Shadow Priest, let the dots kind of roll into Haster instead. When you reflect the Shadow Crash, does it only reflect big damage? Never mind, hold on, forget what I'm saying. Beef, this actually misses the trip versus Haster, but he's absolutely punishing the Shadow Priest, even though Haster got himself perma immune to CC for a second with that, what is it called? Oh my god, with a precognition, getting kicked on, juking out a kid, got him some precog, big haze buff, everything, but Yup Beef just turned up the heat. He's like, you know what? I'm just gonna end up forcing you to play defensive. I'm not gonna give you a chance to cast. You can literally cast in my face, but I'm gonna be doing so much damage, you have to press some cooldowns. That's literally his plan. Big bleeder to Haster. Haster no help whatsoever. Big executes. My god, this man. Dude, this man knows how to turn up the cooldowns on a moment's notice. He's able to put pressure. He kicked, missed the kick, realized he needs to go even more aggro to make the priest play defensive. Otherwise, the priest can go on the offensive themselves. That was actually so good. Conan try to see if he can get his chance versus Yup Beef. The man got a defenses coming back up. Humanization not available for a good bit. Humanization out of Conan immediately offers Strongbolt. Fear to follow. It's gonna be a spear, not connecting, which is perfect for Beef. Man is in a good spot right now. Trying to see if he can leap. Conan chasing right after him. Gonna be a bleed out of by Conan. Maybe Beef was able to get away from it to dodge it. Stormbolt to follow. Does himself a big defensive. Just gonna activate it. Disarm right after as he wants to go counter offensive. Wants to make some damage happen while defenses are out. But Conan, look at he's still got a couple of cooldowns at the ready. So you could actually turn this around versus Beef. Reflect up in case there's any, I guess, Shadow Flame damage out of Conan. Does activate in Rage Regen. This is where Beef could maybe save his cooldowns until Conan's defenses are down with Rage Regen. Conan trying to go counter offensive here, trying to see if he can put some pressure onto Beef since the man got no defense. There goes the cooldowns out of Beef himself. He just gotta find a way to crack through the defenses of Conan while also trying to stay as defensive as possible. There goes full CDs. Does he get the execute right now? He's the defenses. Oh my god, he just wiped out a kill at the very end as he went full defensive stance for a second there. Back in the defense versus Monfel. Trinkets out. Stormbolt to follow. I don't think he's got the health, and Monfel does it up, eliminating him. My goodness, dude, that guy just does not give any chance or any opportunity to for the other team at all. He just absolutely blasted to smithereens. It's going to be a board onto Monfel as he's able to succubus. You see all these portals open. Infernal at the ready. Darkness down. Has to find a way to fight through him. Diabolicals. But the man is going to have a tough time right now. Trying to go for a kick versus Dia. Does miss it. Soulfire is going to be free. Monfel trying to see if he can find himself to cover. Barrage from a distance. I think it's just over. Oh. His body doesn't even go into a death animation either. It just all happens so fast. Oh my god. Yo, Beef got some damage on him. What is this? I'm still impressed with that shadow face. Missed that kick, precog, and he just countered it with just raw damage. That was nutty. Let's get us another one going here, boys, yeah? Uno más, uno más. Hey, Shady, how you doing, my guy? Wait, you are Alliance, huh? Look, 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 look. As soon as we had the hunter, Shadow Hunt here, everybody attacked him. Shady out here is a Shadow Priest. He's literally Alliance. No one's attacking him at all. Like, these guys are just autoing him, but they're not even, like, killing him. Look, it's literally, like, as soon as they see a hunter, they jump him. Any other class, like, nobody registers it. Nobody sees Priest. I hear Alliance. He friend. He friend. So is Ghost. Both friend. I'm telling him you're a friend. What is even happening? Wait, why is Duff attacking you? What the? Duff, what are you doing? Oh no, dude. Oh! He's helping him escape. He's helping him escape, bro. Oh, wait, no. Oh, man. Monfel. Let him run. Duff, get back. What are you doing, you goober? Full moon in the man? Oh my god. Wait. Ooh, hell yeah. I don't like how they don't have wings. Also, the double jump is so jank. But otherwise, it doesn't look too bad. Look at that charge. I like it. Probably make it work. Tell him Chat Hunt his friend. I'll try, but like, again, as soon as it's Hunter, it's rough. Invite. Okay, we can see if maybe Kevin needs a +1. We could hopefully get a +1. Who left? Beefy? Honestly. Honestly. Dude, Tauren rogues in particular look actually kind of good, don't they? But you guys got a 5-man. Did somebody leave? Somebody offline? We're full. No, group is full. Full for me. Oh, did you guys pick up Terror Hunter? Is that what it was? Because otherwise I think we're good. Conan, let me know if you guys are ready. Where are we at? Did someone just join? I mean, does he have gear? Yeah, that'll work. I'm cool with that. Okay. Okay, this group is ready. Queuing in a sec. And you guys are ready too? Perfect. Let me pass you lead again, just to make this easier. Cool. I mean, that's perfectly fine if he does PvP. I mean, he has a PvP gear. Or at worst, you guys can have him go first, right? At worst, you can have him go first. One wants to swap? Okay, that's cool with that. Let me see. Okay, I'm fine with that. Yeah, Conan, do you need my help listen to the group? Or maybe they could just like... Add you? I didn't see you putting back in. Okay, cool. Malachi's coming back, I guess, yeah. So I guess Malachi can take the group of the guy on Conan team if they're not coming back in. I cast 55 DPs on one boss fight in M+. 55? Is that a lot? I don't know if that's a big number or not, really. I have no idea. Maybe it is. Monfel? Okay. I have Felman added, so we'll be good to go. Felman, I guess I can list it right here, yeah? I just listed to make it easier on us. Okay, let me get that up and running. NA. Here we go. Beautiful. Alright. Is it Felman? It is Shadhound. Okay, I would invite you, but we're waiting for Felman because Felman said he is swapping over. I would invite you, Shad. Yes, big foul. There you go. So I'll remove. Perfect. The list, because we got a 5-man. Conan lead. And we're good to go, hopefully. What area did we do? Did we do, Tiger Speak, maybe? Conan and Kevin Landers. Tigers. I guess we'll do Tiger Speak. I would do no could. I like no could, but I feel like it's just that wall down the middle is a little bit too long, and the arena is, it's not the largest arena because the large ones are like Tolveron, for example, or Maltraxxus, or even that Mugambala one. They're a little bit too big for duels, and they end up kind of had two people leave. Oh no, hold on. Invite. Other team needs my help. Who left? Diabolical's here, Displace here, so we need a couple more bodies. Okay, so who left actually? What do we have? Is that the group with Beef? And I think it was it Trickster or was it in the other team? I think it's Team Conan. Okay, we'll figure it out. Pass lead plus, and I can list us. We should be good. Oh, did ya? Oh, is that what it is? I see it. Yeah, I had to actually go frame by frame. Yeah, you're right. You are correct. Yes, that okay. So I'll be able to see that point. Yeah, he did end up killing off the pet one time. Interesting. I was gonna go back and look through it all. I didn't really think you would just go back and like find the actual clip and send it to me. That's perfect then. Yeah, that's interesting. You are correct. Yeah, if you guys are a warrior and you see some random pet next to you, and you're not dueling a hunter, don't heal off of the pet. Don't plus bloodthirst. Don't press it. Shad Hunt, we can get him in. We need Onomas and we'll be good to go. One more body and this group is ready. Yeah, you're right though. Hell yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's actually works out. I was gonna say for a second. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, because I guess I wasn't really paying attention. Your health was low at that point, so I was just really looking at your health bar and then his health bar. I didn't see health bar randomly increase. I don't care, just duel, let that send you. No, I mean, I feel like it's like you won the duel, so I guess it doesn't really matter to some degree, but also it should matter from like from a perspective of we want fair duels, fair matches, right? We have a rule of, hey, you're dueling that one guy, please don't go attacking everybody willy-nilly trying to get some cheesy heals here and there, right? But I feel like I think there's something good just having these duels and having like a very, what am I trying to say, man? We have rules for a reason, I guess. Is what I'm trying to say. Let's follow the rules, make it a fair and square match. You know what I mean? Well, that's gonna invite, man. I think I got through everybody on my reality tonight, except Sashimi. But I know Sashimi doesn't really PvP that much. Tickle, he is in. Wanna join a 5V5 1V1 duel thing? I want to see if Chicken wants to join in, because we have the group set up. We just need one more body and we're set. Also, where's Tank? Normally Tank is in these, usually as LFG sucks, but either way. Sorry to bother you, but I wanted to song you play sometimes. I wanted to know what song you play sometimes. Check your list and it's not on there. Group of women in the chorus, please find it for me. It's 5V5 has been changed to yours too. Some of the players don't quite get that. Yeah, it does. It definitely has to be fair. Definitely has to be entertainment. I do like the entertainment part, and I like to prioritize entertainment overall. And I feel like having a fair match helps entertainment. I do agree. As for a song with a group of women in a chorus, that doesn't quite make a song jump out at me. I mean, I can look, absolutely. I can look, but I did recently update my list of songs, so maybe you saw older duel where I had the older set of songs in there. Because I did take some out, swap some new ones in. So yeah, thanks so much to check the list online. Yeah, I mean, list I updated recently, I wouldn't have like a song that just jumps out into my head immediately off of that description. So it might have been one of the ones I might have removed recently off of the list. Next time I hear it, yeah, next time. I don't care, duel, just want to say, yeah, I feel ya. Terrible Mazalamayo, I did still a ton, 2 mil damage compared to the rest of my abilities. Yeah, I mean, TP does the most damage for a Shadow Priest, right? Alright, so Tickle didn't say nothing. So we need a body. Anybody got a friendo that wants to join these duels, by the way? Just a one friendo? It's like, yo, I'm down. We need one more body, unless you guys want to go 4v5. Well, actually, hold on. This team could probably go 4v5, right? Kevin, Daya, Displace, Shad. I mean, between Daya and Displace and Kevin, like, these guys can take on 3 at a time. Could probably go 4v5. Just one game, right? Unless, are you on the other team? Trickster, are you in the other team? Welcome to the other group. Wait, are you in the group right now? Are you in a group right now? Because we can get you in really quickly. Be our 5th, Phil, and then we're good to go. Because we can get you in. Because Conan got a 5-man right now. One's a big foul. Ghost left. What? No, go back with them. But I want to go to the other group. So I left. We still get a +1 then. Oh no. Left hours. No. I think you should pair together with them again, Ghost. I feel like throwing you against Diabolicals or Displacement would work too. Yeah, we still would be missing 1 man. Yeah, go back with them, man. You'll be fine. Yeah. We need a +1 on this one, but we could probably go 4v5. We could 4v5. Okay, this team said 4v5, man. No, SP don't die? Yeah, help him escape, man. Shadowy duel to help that man escape. Escape out of this. He's literally letting him escape. Look at that. Duffy just doesn't want to let that guy leave at all. Yeah, I'd say come back to the other group. Was Chill Pills. I think he's gonna make a return in 10.1.5, but the man has been a bit demoralized with the state of Death Knight since 10.1, really. So I can't really blame him, you know? He did? Awesome. Alright, we'll just do 4v5 for this one. Just because Daya and Displace and Kevin are basically one-man armies as they are. Okay. We will Q1 A4 B5. B5. Okay, we will just queue A4 B5 in a second. A little bit chilling. We'll just get a 1 4v5 and we'll be good to go. Kevin, you're back to lead. Chad, you better not be dead, my guy. Please don't die on me. That would be tragic. Okay. Where is the... Here we go. I guess we'll go Tiger's Peak. Tigers will be a fine arena. It'll be a fine match. Let you guys queued in there. So you guys will be good to go. And Hank's choosing the other team, right? I think. If only... What was Lost? Lost used to be... used to hang out here all the time. Lost 1, I think? I'm so bad with names, but I think it was Lost out here. Chilling, usually. Did it not work? Queue for Tiger Peak? Or did somebody die? Maybe somebody died. Totally respect the way Airless gives him honor dose. Dude, I like Airless in the way that he doesn't really play this whole stealthy game the entire time for duels. The fact that he could just go into like, a lot of times the duels, like he'll get slammed down at 2 health, vanish, he'll sit there for 2 seconds and was like, alright, I said enough in stealth, get Shadow Strike back in, go for a kidney, go for this whole lineup, and you just play with like 2 health for like the entire match, and he'll somehow still get a win. It's super entertaining to watch. Airless does not waste any time whatsoever, man. It is actually super fun to watch. It's crazy. Yeah, definitely. Did it not work? Do I gotta queue again, or Tiger Speak not working? Maybe it's Tiger Speak that didn't work. Or maybe Shatham was dead. Let me know. Should I try again? But yeah, Chillpills is taking a bit of a... I'm sure we'll see the man come back on Unholy Death Knight once 10.1.5 comes out. Because technically Unholy Death Knights are not that bad. It's just... I feel like Death Knights just need a bit more. And I feel like this is going to be a controversial opinion, but probably more survivability, at least for like duels and stuff. You know? Shady's still dead, I guess is the problem. Yeah, I guess so. I'm alive? Did it not queue you? Did it still have the queue, or is it... Okay, well, I guess the queue didn't work. It's a miracle. Do Lordaeron then? I'll try Lordaeron. I think Tigers did not work. Seeing this druid get bullied? I mean, just stay alive so you can get in the duel thing, right? Just keep yourself healthy. Because you keep getting sniped out of the sky and then you're just dead. We just need you alive and healthy, my guy. Oh, man. Yeah. We'll just run it as is, though, boys. Hopefully we have Dai in here as well, because it's going to be otherwise 3-man. I mean, this kind of setup, they got Conan, they got Ghost, they got Big Fell to Shadow Priest. I feel like it's not the worst matchup for the team of Warlock, Mage, Pala. So it's not like a hard counter or anything. It's maybe going to be even a more of a cleaner match. Switch. Got us as a bit of a 4v5 with Big Fell sporting that team of 5 with Windwalker Monk, Conan in the back as a Fury Warrior, Ghost coming back in, Subrogue, Hastra, and SP Shady as the 2 Shadow Priests. God, that helm looks so good. 4-man team over on team 2 though, with Daya, Displacement, Kevin, as well as Shao. But honestly, like between Displacement, Daya, and Kevin, that's 3 people that are 1-man armies that go for like 1v3s pretty regularly, 1v4s, even 1v5s. So honestly, it might still be, team 1 may still be at a bit of a disadvantage here. It might as well be just like, what, if Dai is 3 people, maybe, wait, who's going to be first up? Is it Chad? Hold on a second. It is going to be Daya. Okay. I saw somebody leap in. Couldn't tell who it was. It looks like it's going to be Ghost off the bat. Oh no, dude. Subrogue off the bat. Oh no. Going to be a Shadow Strike opener, Kinder Shot, Succubus CC immediately. Ghost not countering the Succubus, but he does go for the stun about the same time as Succubus. Shadow Step yet again into a blind as the conflagration is going to get him out in the open. Actually, not a Trinket out of Daya. I thought it was Trinket for a second. Is that blind really that short, or did something happen with that blind? Likes to try to see if he can get himself a bit of a reset. Infernal is out in the open, trying to find himself a reset. Shadow Step into a sap, walking by the Infernal isn't enough to get him out in the open. Succubus does catch you off of that sap though. That is unfortunate. Immolating off the bat. Shadow Strike yet again. Cheap shot to follow. Trying to see if he can make so a big go right now. Big secret technique right after. Die over the wall. Just trying to see if he can tank up as much of this damage as possible. Coloco Shadows for Ghost off of that Mortal Coil as well. Does end up using a trinket as well. Trying to see if he can just slice right through Diabolicals to use open up the portals. Trying to get a bit of that extra fiery damage versus Ghost with a Soul Fire to follow. Shadow Fury right after. Doesn't quite connect. Ghost with a vanish. I don't even know if he takes any of that Soul Fire damage when he vanishes like this. I think actually just ends up immuning it. That or the shield ends up absorbing a large portion of it. Kinder Shot to follow, Trinket right after. Daya does not have a Mortal Coil for a bit here. Succubus is all he's really got. Got himself a bit of a defense. Cannonball to follow. Maybe can get interrupted. Gowers to follow. It's going to be Ghost trying to see if he can get himself a reset. Succubus catching last second cheat death to follow. Trying to go for a bit of healing, but Ghost maybe in a bit of trouble. Dark back evasion, cheap shot available, but he's mostly just trying to play it super defensive. Does he go down right now? Trying to make sure he doesn't Mortal Coil right after. I think Conflagrations and a Shadowburn will do the trick. Does go for the Kyrian setup, but that portal with a gateway, there's nothing you can do about that one. I feel like once you open up those gates, it just takes so much damage and a bit of a CC setup. It just becomes very, very difficult to come back. Mad damage. Silence on Diabolicus does have the Soul Steal out of Haster, reducing the man's healing as well as damage by I think it is 25%. I gotta recheck that ability again because it changes a few times. But I think it's 25% with a mad burst onto Diabolicus. Maybe in a bit of trouble. Haitian with the disperse. Trying to see if he can get himself a bit of reset. Big damage on Shatterface though. A couple of times him and Dia fought each other and is able just to absolutely overpower the Destra Warlock. A couple of times now actually. Since the healing of Destiny is just not as high anymore, already used wall and everything, unless you go into full defensives, Warlocks can actually die now. Dots onto Shadowhound does get himself the Basilisk, but as long as you just stay away from Basilisk, it should be mostly okay. Trying to see if he can maybe kite Haster back towards the pet stun to follow a big Void Torrent. Does he have a big defensive here? Trying to see if he can back up out of them for a second. But I think with those tentacles, I think the man is just done. Even though in Turtle Shell, he's still taking that tentacle damage. Gonna be the pets dotted up. Haster with a bit of a reheal. Shadhound borrowing some health with the aspect of the bear. But Haster, as long as he got the dot damage, as long as he got the procs, he should be able to get him some decent damage around the corner. Mindflay Insanity, unless Shadhound got himself an answer. Shadow Melt? I thought it was maybe a clean one. I think the pets are still dotted up there. Got himself a bit of damage, but I think it's just over. Yeah, nothing you could really do in that situation. Haster does end up juking out a kick from, I think it was Shadhunt, right? If not Kevin. Silence to follow a big war supper after. Got himself full Crusader at the ready. Haster's gonna have to use everything he can in order to survive the big Crusader damage, especially with the big hammer hanging over the man's head. As it's all ramping up the holy damage higher and higher. I think the hammer might just do you in. Almost. Not quite. But almost. Big damage out for Haster. Got himself Mindflay Insanity with a bit of CC onto Kevin. Stun to follow. Got himself a bit of shields. Also dispersed, backup unavailable, so he should be okay. As long as you can press disperse at the right time, you might be fine. Lived through the full set of Crusade Wings from Kevin. As long as you can live those, you'll be a-okay. Mad damage. Haster trying to see if he can survive here. Disperse to follow. Kevin trying to get some damage in back to back. Got himself the Templar's Verdicts. Or is it Last Verdicts rather? I guess it is Last Verdicts if they're from a range, aren't they? It's going to be getting himself some dots, hammer hanging over his head. Not the most amount of damage. Silence on Kevin, as long as he's careful with the kicks. Does get interrupted on his full Void Torrent. Too bad the kick from Kevin is a physical kick, not a magic kick. Stun. Kevin made his... Huh? Wait, he bubbled already? When did he bubble? I guess you couldn't really use Blessing Protection if he's like, unless he's running Spell Warden, right? Displacement going to be the last one left. Over for the team one. Looks like Haster is actually bringing it back for his team little by little, man. Actually trying to see if he can make a comeback. Being interrupted Shadow. No disperse. Actually doesn't even have disperse available. Doesn't even matter. Big damage as soon as you get that interrupt. Front displacement. Blast him out with Touch of the Magi and everything at the ready. It looks like maybe it's going to be SP Shady. That or a Big Fell up next. I don't think it is going to be Conan. He's just kind of hanging in the bushes. Trying to scout where the mage may be. Big Fell trying to see if he can reposition towards one of the tombstones. As the displacement hits him with a bit of a barrage. I wonder if the Displacement can go for a 1v4 here. He got Haster. If he can get through Conan, Big Fell, and this Shady, he might be alright. Double ring onto Big Fell. Instead, actually cancels Ring of Fire, trying to see if he can get him to go. How do you... That was the weirdest roll ever. The jankiest roll I've ever seen. It looked like he literally teleported forward and then teleported back. I couldn't even tell, like, do you actually run through Ring of Fire or do you just like avoid it entirely? I don't even know. Big damage. Displacement actually taking huge hits, but the all the time keeping him alive. Big Fell, main to rotate more defenses, may need a Karma versus Displacement. The man is at no help whatsoever. One big Arcane Blast could actually maybe do him in. I don't know if the mage got it up and running though. Barrages has himself playing his lows. Karma is out, so you can maybe just chip away at Big Fell. At least keep him slowed and keep him away from any kind of pillars. Maybe keep him from being able to properly heal himself. Ring of Fire is definitely not going to keep you feeling all that great behind the pillar. Got himself to the mist, but that fire damage is going to keep burning for a percentage of your health. Even if you're recovering, those arcane orbs are definitely not going to give you any survivability whatsoever. The skim's chipping away at the monk does not let him do anything. The image is back there, belting with fireballs. Ring of Fire yet again. If we can just put him out in the open next to the Ring of Fire. Yeah, that's definitely going to do this percentage damage. Barrage to follow, trying to see if he can reposition with Displacement charging back in. The mage does have all this CC at the ready. He just, I think, just trying to see if he can finish out Big Fell without really committing a lot of big cooldowns. He got himself the Arcane Surge and Touch the Magic and everything. I think he's just trying to see if he can plink away at Big Fell little by little. Chip away at the guy. Got himself all the time in case things are bad. Missiles to follow. Maybe got himself a good angle. Barrage we're after. Not enough damage just yet. Barrette to follow. Maybe this way we go for big setup. Haymaker putting him out in the open. Barrage right after with the Ring of Fire. Gonna do again percentage damage. Freeze him right in the open. Wants to get out of there as soon as he can. That damage with missiles. Just chipping away at the guy little by little. Is it going to be SP Shady next? Again, you got to make sure you don't fall in the same trap as before. Getting interrupted on Shadow is going to be deadly, especially if displacement already uses Arcane Surge in order to activate the most amount of damage for him. If he can get an interrupt and he has himself a nice, decent setup of abilities with missiles and everything, I think it could be lights out immediately. So SPCiE better be very, very, very careful here. Interrupted on Shadow, I don't think you'll be able to disrupt his disperse. I think it should be able to maybe still get a go, unless you can just randomly surprise him full of damage. Try to see if he can build up some missiles on the Shady. Big damage. Does he have the big Arcane Blast? He does have the Arcane Blast he could set up, but the touch of the magic inside of disperse, keeping Shady plenty alive. Stun displacement does blink away into a Void Eruption. Does have PI. Try to see if he can steal that PI right now. Void turning around the corner. Could maybe interrupt it. Does he have it? He does have it back up right now. Shady might be in a bit of trouble. Mad Barrage. What is that? Hold on a second. I shifted to a wrong guy last minute. I wanted to see what happened to Shady with the man barrage and everything. Missiles just, oh my goodness. Conan trying to see if he can get in there. Displacement has himself an interrupt that he's going to use against Conan. Anytime he's going to reflect, he's going to send it big. That's not even need to do that all that often. Barrage to follow missiles. I think it's just over. Oh my god. The touch of the Magi just does not give these boys a break. Oh my god. Arcane and Duels, man. It is actually just, I think, unparalleled. Haster was making a pretty good comeback for his team, though, by the way. He's got 3 kills under his belt. Well done, well done. Alright, let's get us another one going. Maybe we can get Kevin a +1. A +1 more body. We did do quite a lot of duels today over on the NA, though. So at the very least, I feel pretty satisfied, dude. 140, let's go. Gonna make dinner to watch the game. Sounds good, Seabark. Maybe that's what we call it, man. Maybe that's what we call it with the last game for the night. Down to 4, all good, Conan. I think we'll just call it there then. I think we'll just call it there. It took us a bit to even try to see if we could find a 5th over for the team Kevin, but it's all good. But we're down to 4v5, and now we're going to drop more. All good, my guy. I think we'll call it that. Thank you, boys, so much for coming by. Appreciate you. I don't know if you remember it, Dal. Which mount was it, Fellman? So mount has memories. What mount was it? Are you still out here, by the way? Or are you somewhere else? You're on a monk, right? Wait, there you are. Let me see the thing. Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. Wait, you were in the guild, weren't you? You were in the guild with the those guys that we were raided with, wasn't it? Yeah, you were one of the people that got the mount randomly. Wasn't it? Or am I wrong about that? I think it was. I think we're like, what, we needed a body to fill or something? Yeah, that thing, dude. Or so, I never got it back then. Because by the time that guild at the time was killing Argus, we had like 1 or 2 extra weeks. Y'all were so mad. Okay, they were a little bit peeved, right? They were a little bit peeved, but I don't think anyone was like super mad. If anything, I think somebody was mad for the fun of it because nobody left. That whole team stayed together. If anything, that whole raiding team broke apart from the guild war we were in at the time. So at least the raiding team wasn't that mad at you. I don't know about the other guys at the time. Because it was rhythm on server Dalaran. 100% energy. Yeah, I mean, it just kind of gets thrown into people's bags. I think maybe you could still trade the mount when you get it. Because I know that's what we did with the guild diamond right now. Like all the other mounts back then. It was like, okay, just trade it and run by seniority, who's been the longest. And eventually would like go back and kill the boss to the point where everybody got the mount. But yeah, I'm glad you, honestly, I'm kind of glad you kept it, dude. That's memories. Honestly. Plus, it was like really at the end of the tier. We're gonna get like, what, 2-3 more Argus re-kills. Not a lot of people were gonna get it. At that point, it was like, all right, unless I take it now, I ain't getting one. Unless I go back, like do a mount run or something. You know what I mean? What's up, Kevin? How you doing, my guy? We're gonna call it for the night, man. We're gonna call it for the night. People dipping on Team Conan too. All good, fam. GG's. Fun games. These were absolutely fantastic, though. Hope they bump up the Conquest gains. I hope in 2 weeks. Dude, I hope so too, Jay. With 10.15, I'm hoping to announce, hey, big Conquest gains, uncapped Conquest, get all the gear you need. Right now's the time to play alts and all that. That'd be great. What's so bad about Basilisk? So Basilisk isn't like the worst. It's not great. The problem with Basilisk, aren't they buffing it in 10.15 or did they already buff it? Like technically the pet itself isn't terrible if it can do damage. It's just super ridiculously slow. It can also be controlled. It can be rooted. You can just walk away from it. It does good damage only if it's on you, but you can walk away from it. So there's going to be very little reason for somebody to stay next to you, you know? As always, thanks for fun and money. Thank you so much for coming back on. Appreciate you, my man. Hopefully we'll see you boys next week, and hopefully we'll see you guys again for whenever 10.15 comes around, because it's going to be a lot of class changes for us all to have fun and take a look at. You know what I mean? Memorization slow gear alts. Yeah. I do hope they bump it up, man. Give like a bunch of conquers that you can collect. Because getting character fully caught up, and that will be the push week, right? Getting character caught up is going to be just part of the process. And then you can start pushing, doing arenas, trying to get whatever rating you want to get for any other rewards, all that good stuff, yeah? But yeah, I do agree with you. I think it's about that time, honestly. Plus, I really do think they need to amp up the amount of MMR you get right now. Also, like, I try to get as many solo queue games as I can throughout a week on my rogue. Dude, I can only get so many at a time because I've been raiding a lot, right? And now finally we're not raiding. I think we're taking a break this next reset. Oh, it's gonna be so nice. So nice. I'll be able to catch up. But I'll be doing a bit of solo queue in my free time here and there, catching up a little bit. Outlays are a little rough in solo queue, but still really fun. Some of the things you can do as Outlays just absolutely awesome. I just wish I cannot wait until 10.15 buffs though. I really do. It just, what makes no sense is the MMR thing is, everybody talks about how MMR is bugged. And I'm like, I haven't played that many solo queues since, like, I guess I played a lot during season 1, but then this tier we were really trying to go for that Hall of Fame, so I didn't really get that many games in. But every time I keep coming back, my MMR keeps increasing. Like, before they started saying there's going to be MMR inflation. Like, the first game I played in season 2, it started me off at like 1800, like 1850. I was like, but I haven't played. Is that normal? So I played a few games, got a couple of wins. I was like, all right, cool. And then next time I got to play again, it was like 1870. I'm like, huh? So I lost a couple of games, won some, but mostly lost. I was like, okay, whatever. I got some of my stuff done. Next time I played, back to 1870. I was like, didn't I drop a more? And at some point, it had me at 1900. I'm like, dude, I haven't played. Like last time I really did a couple of sessions, it was like 1900 off the bat here, playing against people at 2100. I'm like, what? And they're looking at me like, wait, we're 2100. You're like a, what is that? 800. It's like, what? Yeah, I'm like, yeah, I have no idea. But we were gaming. It was fun. So it's just like, it makes no sense. I don't know what's going on tomorrow. I imagine like, since I don't play that much, it should be like down to 1500 or something. Apparently not. I have no idea. I have no clue. I have no idea. You're dropping more at the beginning. It feels like, I don't know, man. I feel like a lot of other people I've heard dropped down to like 1500, 1300 or whatever. I didn't drop much. I was at 1800 and it just keeps climbing, even though I don't really get that many chances to play. I don't understand, but I really do think they need to scale that up for 2s, 3s, all of it, right? Just give everybody a chance to get all the loot, right? Get all their gear. Like, the earlier the better, man. It would encourage participation, I think, to let the MMR go up super high right now. But they really do need to like figure out a way to get healers into solo queue, man. They really got to do something. They got to encourage healers to get into solos, because I know healers complain a lot about solos, and a lot rides on their shoulders in terms of solos, right? If you gotta get, like, everybody complains and always give crap to healers if they're ever dead. So like, healers don't really enjoy dealing with abuse and harassment that much at all, though. I think maybe they might just need to disable like ability to chat with a healer, and maybe just like make pre-set up like chat commands of like what kind of strategy you want to do or something. I don't know, man. This is fun. Healers getting abused in solos, not great, but also we've got to give healers like incentive to queue, man. It's pretty bad, because there's a lot of DPS that are queuing. It's just there's not as many healers for any of the brackets or whatever. But yeah, it's weird, man. Yeah, I would also drop MMR at the beginning for everybody, honestly. New season, drop MMR, because at least like everybody's in the same MMR, everybody's playing, and then you can kind of slowly climb up and down or whatever. But I think maybe they just had like MMR separations based on like where you finished last season. So, like maybe 2400 started 1800 or something. If you were like a 200, 2100, you started like 15. Anything lower like a 14, 13, whatever it is, right? Bring everybody back up to 15 so everybody's playing in the same field, and then just like you can slowly start separating everybody, but at least everybody gets a chance to play. Maybe that'll be the better way of going about it. What is that? Oh, it's fireworks. That's actually kind of dope. That actually looks really cool. But yeah, I hope they'll figure something out, man. But yo, boys, thank you so much for coming by. Appreciate ya. Super fun hanging out with every single one of yous. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much for popping in. I got some more alts I gotta do. Honestly, I might just get some food and finally play Diablo, man. It's been a good bit. But yo, fantastic games tonight. Gonna do more next week. Tomorrow is probably a day off for me. I've been taking actual Thursdays and Sundays days off. Unless they announce something big tomorrow. Or unless I'm just feeling like streaming. It's a 50-50. Let's go with that. Because maybe there's a chance I'll end up streaming. But I also may have just sleeping in and just not doing anything all day tomorrow. Who knows, right? But Monday we're definitely back. Tuesday we're definitely back. Wednesday we're definitely back, boys. So I'll see you at least then. Maybe stream tomorrow. I'll see how I'm feeling. But otherwise, you guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Get your characters leveled. Get your alts cut up. Get some 425 gear at the very least to prep for the new dungeon. This last week is the final prep week. The Giga XP, use that. Since you got a perfect opportunity to get all your characters caught up, use that time walking buff, use all that stuff you have available, man. Get them evokers up and running. Augmentation looks actually kind of insane. Like insanely fun to play. I got my gear to evoker, finally kind of gear to evoker. Copied over on PTR to test like proper augmentation with like Giga Mastery. My god, does it hit hard, dude. It is actually so fun. I'm excited, man. 10.5 is gonna be a blast. Alright, boys, thanks so much for coming by. Appreciate you. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thanks so much for watching. Also, if you're PvEing and you got the Onyx on it, get some rings right now. Start at least crafting some rings with the best secondary stats. Swap the Onyx on it when you get a chance. It'll be definitely worth it. Alright, boys, you guys have a good one. Peace. Bye.